Ah, shit, I should have fucking sent the link on the other one, No. So I apologize. I wasn't trying to. I accidentally clicked out of the OBS window. And, yeah, so. Okay. Well. That was just. Oh, man. We'll see if it. Okay, hold on. Why is it doing that? Well, I guess there's no fucking gaming stream, but at least got to figure this out. Let's see. Info Drifter, I just want to agree with you, Yo Pops. I avoid the flavored beer with some sweet syrup, popular here during summer, or the ones made by Germans called the Radler. We have here in Poland. Okay, yeah. No, I always get a headache. There's like, I don't know, I could, like, you know. Yeah, just, I don't know, I've drinking, like, sweetened, except for lambics. Lambics are okay, but even then, I don't know. Like, whiskey and beer, that's kind of what I do. And also, it helps me to, like, not drink too much, because that's the problem. That's another problem with these sweet drinks. You end up drinking too much because it tastes so good. Or if they make it really good, make it really well. And, yeah, it always ends in a bad night for me, so. Drink beer, whiskey. It helps me kind of, you know, not go overboard here. But, God, let me see. Okay, let's try. Fuck, hold on. We're gonna try this one more time. Hold on. Oh man, really hope it will work. Oh my god. That way, at least I know it's gonna work. See, why won't I want to pop up? I don't understand. Unless it's just not popping up on my end, it's showing up on your guys' end. It's, oh my god. Let's see. See, why won't? Yeah, see, it's not popping up. Good lord, what is? Man, oh my god. Oh god. The game. Why? It's not working here. April Drifter, even as a poll, I can't stand the clean vodka. Usually went for flavored shots. Okay. Right after regular beer or some whiskey at the end of the evening at a pub. Yeah, that's a good strat. Yeah. Okay, no, yeah, that's continuing message there. Man, what the hell, dude? What's going on? Oh my god. Oh my god, why won't it work? Stop doing that. It's a good strategy because if it sounds too yummy, it's dangerous to ends with a massive hangover. Been there, yes. I always get heartburn. I always get a heartburn with those with the flavored drinks. Always, without fail. Take a couple sips and it just I don't know that syrup, that sugar in there interacts with the alcohol in my stomach. And yeah, just I want to try to go to sleep. It's like no, thank you. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my Cordy, if you stop. Oh, right there. Oh my god. Welcome everybody. If you are just joining us, I originally had a stream. I was going to play Call of Duty World at War. But for some reason, my Streamlabs OBS isn't working. So right now I've switched it over after an hour of trying to get it to work. Now it is just me cursing and yelling, tearing my hair out, trying to get this OBS to work. So at least next time I do a gaming stream, it will work. without fail. Apparently, that is too much to ask. Let's see. Where did the sounds come from? That was me, man. That was me. I was about to cry. I'm about to cry right now, dude. It's me. That was me. Oh my god. I don't know why it's doing this. It was working fine, man. I literally want to just start yelling. Just start yelling. Like I don't know why it's acting like this. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know. Is the audio capture audio? Well, if it doesn't capture audio, how's it going to work? Doesn't make sense. Same executable? Maybe that's it? Oh my god. I don't know. Fuck, man. Come on. Try one more time. We'll try one more time here. See if it works. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that, Info Drifter, no. I didn't turn out no, nothing like that. I just, I don't know. I was like, just want to go out. I always want to go out, do something. I'm not the type of person that really likes just staying indoors all the time. Like, there's times I do. There's times I don't want to go out, but then there's most times I do want to go out and do something, you know? And today's Saturday. It's hot. The bar's open. Probably see, you know, if I go there, probably see some of my friends there. But no, I want to get to stream. And plus, I don't know, I've been really trying not to go to the bar, too. And, like, just trying to be a good boy. And, you know, I have to find something to do. And I find streaming does kind of fill that void a little bit. Just something to do, you know. Because if I just sit here, and I gotta go exercise and stuff like that. That's another thing too. I gotta go out and start working out again. But, you know, they try to cut back, and you know, I gotta have something to do, or else get bored. It's okay. Let's go drink. Let's go do this and that, and it just always end up regretting it. Well, not that time, but once I wake up in the morning, it's always like, oh my god, what a night. But, oh, dude, why isn't this working? Holy crap, dude, what's going on? What the fuck? I'm like just clicking the same things over and over again. Let's see. Chris, dude, I was drawing, then I got fucking jumped out of my pants when I got the notification for this. Why do you have the notification so loud? I mean, I appreciate you guys have notifications on for me, but damn, I don't want to be like scaring you all the time. Or maybe I do. 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 I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let's see why Streamlabs game capture not working. Why is it not working? Oh, these include anti-cheat software interfering with the capture, issues with multiple capture sources of problem with the games. May block game capture due to security concerns. I've tried to selling anti-cheat if possible, safe for the game, and using a different capture method. So, hold on. If this is an anti-cheat software, does that mean it fucking goes for it'll follow for every other game too? Because when I installed Call of Duty World at War, it did have an anti-cheat software on there that I had to install. I think I installed it. So if that's the case, that's fucking dumb. Hold on. What was it? It was called something. Oh, it's kind of a dirty name. Where was it? Punkbuster. Is that it? Maybe that's it. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh, no. Hold on. I can't find it? Oh, shit. Hold on. Let's see. Crucio, the long vibration on and a loud notification because my lazy ass ignores it otherwise. Okay. Info Drifter, you have a better weather in LA than we have here in Poland, so I guess more people focus on jogging, volleyball, surfing. Our good weather usually starts since June and up to September. Okay. Oh, that's pretty short. Damn. That is kind of short. Okay, hold on. Oh, fuck. It's program files in here. Punk Buster? Oh, shit, dude. So it's this anti-cheat thing that's fucking with it. Is that what it is? But hold on. Then what's this thing? Use anti-cheat compatibility hook. Okay. See, my question is, why is Schedule 1 not working? If the anti-cheat program is a problem, then why is it? Game already running. Yeah, game's already running. Then why won't it fucking show up? Tell me why. Tell me why. Shit, man. Hold on. What's the settings? Fucking properties. Install files. Man, this is dumb. Let me see. Program files down here. PC health check. What the fuck is PC health check? The fuck is all this? Streamlabs, Steel Series. No, that's not it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can delete all that. Let me see. Open shot. No, EA. Krisu, at the present, good booze doesn't exist where I live. Oh, damn, that sucks. Info Drifter, well, it should start to be good for May, but we're still waiting. Poland is at the height of New York, Illinois, Northern Oregon, part more. Oh, okay, so high elevation. Okay, I see. Everything is flavor. Krisu, everything is flavor. Your toothpaste, matcha flavored. Steak, strawberry flavored. No way. No, thank you. No, thank you. No way. Ugh. System 32, is that here? Let me see. Yay. Fuck, dude, this is just so frustrating, man. I want to just have a stream, just play some games, just get it going, but no, here I am, just, man, dude. And I apologize. I really do apologize for this. But thank you guys for fucking hanging out with me. Appreciate it, man. Should be delivering some quality product, but here I am trying to get it all worked out and, you know, boring you guys to death here, but thank you so much. Fuck me. Yeah, strawberry flavored steak does sound disgusting. Yeah, you know, Chris, I did notice about that in Japan. Yeah, they do that. And honestly, I would get so annoyed after a while. I'd be like, I just want regular this, regular that. I don't need a character's face on it. I don't need some extra like flavoring to it. I don't need anything fancy, you know. I get you. Oh, you never had steak, Evil Drifter? Oh, shit. Hey, if you ever come down here to California, man, look me up. Let me know. We'll go get some steaks, all right? If you ever come down over here, we'll get you some good steaks. We'll get you some nice steaks. California's not even the best place to get steaks. You got Texas, good place, and New York. New York has some really good places, too. California's got some good spots. I'm not saying they don't, you know. And we got some good seafood out here, too. Not like... I mean, nothing crazy, but it's, you can get some good seafood out here if you know where to look. Let's see. Also, the one size fits all thing. That's yeah. Well, I mean, Chris, they're Asians. Asians are, they're like tall, big and tall is kind of like rare, right? Even in Korea, Korea's kind of the same way too. It's like, yeah, and I think China too. If like some tall motherfucker goes to China, like they have a hard time finding clothes and stuff like that. Yeah, if you're not stick thin, then you can't wear clothes, or if you're short too. Steak is Oh, you don't like steak, Chris? Steak is awesome. Steak is awesome. Yeah, don't need Hello Kitty on my steak. That's right. But like, yeah, I feel like in Japan they would like cut the steak out to look like Hello Kitty, and they do that thing with like the rice and stuff too. And I'm like, don't do that, please. I don't know why. I just don't find it appealing. I don't find it appetizing. It just doesn't look like food. It looks like a character. It looks like a toy. I don't want to eat toys. I want to eat food. You know what I mean? Chris, I had to buy extra large clothes for ages because I was classed as fat for being healthy. Oh, jeez. Wow. Hello Kitty is on your condoms. That's but yeah, you cannot escape anime. Yes. Could you imagine like a Goku condom or like a Sailor Moon condom or something? I bet you they got some all weird ass shit over there. I'm sure. Some Pokemon condoms. Let's see. Info Drifter. I already told you that like a couple streams ago, and you said the same thing. And I appreciate the second invitation. Oh yeah. No, I remember you. I thought. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That was a long time ago. In case you haven't noticed, Info Drifter, I do have a bad memory. So, but yeah, offer still stands, man. Offer still stands, brother. So, offer still stands, man. But let's. Okay, we can need. Let's see. Yeah. No. Well, yeah. It's fucking Japan, dude. It's Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty's fucking everywhere. Everywhere. It's like one of the biggest fucking things. Sanrio, whatever the fuck. Okay. I don't know. Oh, fuck, should I just uninstall this game? I think I might need to uninstall this fucking game because when I'm going on Google, it's saying that like anti-hacks, anti-cheat software could make it so you can't stream. And I'm trying to find the anti-hack software that got installed. So I can delete it and see if that fixes it, but I can't fucking, or it says like, try to uninstall it from the apps over here, but it says it can't find it. System 32 PBSVC. System 32 PBSVC. Okay. Oh, that's not it. 30 PBSVC. Shit, dude. Where is it? Windows? Windows is. Oh, okay. 32 PB fucking. Let me see. No, that's not it. Fuck, man. What the hell, dude? You know what? Uninstall? Let's see if it fucking works. Oh, God, I want a fucking refund. I want a refund. Well, this is a bundle, so. Let's see. Krisu, I have a very inspiring words from Hello Kitty on my condoms. She says, don't bust too hard. That's funny. Info Drifter, Krisu, I hate Japan, not gonna lie. Well, fuck, I don't know. I kind of want to go to. I kind of do want to check it out. I think Japan seems kind of cool. But I don't know about living there, though. I don't know about living there. Info Drifter, we have that funny singing poem that goes like this. I have a good memory, but it's selective. All good, man. All right, thank you. That's good. Okay. All right, let's see if this, hold on. Which that means I can't even fucking play this game. Well, I can't stream it. Well, I can't install it. because then it's gonna mess up the game shading for everything else. So if that's the case, and then if it doesn't work after I uninstall this, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because this is oh my god. Like I said, I might break something today. You guys might actually watch me break something today. What time is it? 7:48? Fuck, I don't know. I gotta hit the bar later. We'll see. Fuck, I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Okay, what was I gonna do? Apps. I installed apps. Let me see. Call of Duty's gone. Fuck. Hold on. Let's see. Well, let's see if that works. Everyone's favorite sentence in Japan is "You're ugly." Yes, Asians can be very critical. You know how many times I fucking heard, when I'm growing up, from fucking every adult Asian, and pretty much any, fuck, man, it was either, you're either too fat or you're too skinny. You can't win with these people. You know what I mean? And I don't even really mean, they don't really mean it maliciously either. It's just, Asians are like that. They just, they're like, oh, look, you're getting fat, you're too skinny, you need to eat more. It's like, just, I guess they could, they're trying to just say, you look a little different, but instead of just saying, you look a little different, it's just, no, you're fucking fat or you're skinny. I mean, look at all the pimples, you got a lot of pimples. Like, yeah, I fucking know, I need you to fucking remind me every fucking 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I got you. And then you get, fucking, you're the bad guy, because you're like, hey, why you bringing it up? You fucking point it out, and they're like, oh no, why you gotta be so mean? Why you gotta be so mean? Like, well, why the fuck you gotta bring up how my face looks? Alright. Let's see if that fixes it. Which, fuck. Did it fix it? Fuck. Damn it. Didn't fix it. Okay. Dude, oh my god, I can't believe. Let's see. Fuck, dude. Okay, well, how do I fucking get rid of that, dude? Something. The fucking task manager, dude. Like. What's going on? Oh, okay, here you go. Fuck, hold on, dude. Where is this thing? Where the fuck is this? Where the fuck is this file, dude? Holy shit, hold on. Open file location. Where is it? Oh, okay. Fuck. All right, hold on. Let me do this. And task. Oh, fuck, is that it? I think that's it. I think that's it. Hold on. Damn it. Let's see if it'll work now. Hold on. See if it'll work now. No? Yes? No? Fuck. Really? Shit. Oh, come on, man. Why are you acting like this, dude? Fuck, dude. I don't even know why it's... Oh. Why is it doing this? Let's see. Info Drifter. Is it true that loads of Japanese people are obsessed with the look of white people, like certain celebrities and all? Yes. Koreans, too. Chinese people, too. Fuck, Vietnamese, too. Fucking... let's see. I've heard some even try to make their eyes look more like ones that white people have. Yes, it is very true. In Korea, that's one of the most popular surgeries. Is the little slit in the eyes and making eyes bigger. I remember fucking when I went to Korea, like, oh my god, you don't have that. You know, it's like, but they like that. You know, like white people have that little slit in the top of their eyelids. I don't fucking know. Like Asians are very vain. They can be very vain people. Like it's you know, cause it's all about appearances and shit. That's the way that you know we've been raised. It's all about appearances. You have to look good for other people. You know. You gotta remember, dude. Like it's a very very hierarchical society. You know, elders up top, and then you know, so and the youngers at the bottom, and then also class. This is the big class difference between low class and high class and things like that. And you know, and then everyone's very prideful. So, oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. No worries, Chris. No worries, Chris. Hey, fucking don't worry about me, man. I'll try to put your Kyle. Put Kyle back in his cage. Yeah, Chris too. But yeah, Japanese people are obsessed with being white. Yep. What's called a racial slur more than once in Japan. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. Doesn't surprise me at all. I bet you some older people too. But some older people, or maybe it was like some young punks or some shit. You know. Oh, to be fair, there's a lot of like Asian people, like in Asia that do like I mean, you said you're like Jamaican, right? Like you said you're like part Jamaican, I think, Chris. So like they do like there's like black culture, like whole thing with like black culture, like Chicano culture out there as well, which is kind of real funny. And there's believe it or not, I think in Japan there's even like a Nazi culture out there, believe it or not. Yo, Isaac, what's going on, man? What's going on? Thanks for coming in. You're watching me try to troubleshoot my Streamlabs. So if you're wondering why there's no gameplay going, well, I originally had a game plan. Call of Duty, World at War, nice little World War II game, but no, my OBS doesn't work for some reason. Won't play the damn game. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah. I remember you saying, yeah, you were part Jamaican, Chris. Yes, Isaac. Yes, you would like it out there. You would like it out there. Oh shit. Able Drifter. Wow. Didn't know about Koreans having so many eyes. Oh yeah. Yo, Korea is one of I think like number 1 or 2 best places to get plastic surgery. One of the most places that people get plastic surgery is in Korea. Okay, and one of the best places apparently to get plastic surgery as well. This isn't good because everyone should learn to cherish his or her originality, roots, and all. Yes, very true. Yeah. Your opinion is. I agree. But you know, it's kind of ingrained in the culture. Believe it or not, you know. Like I said, it's always about appearance. That's why like Asians are very consumeristic as well. Consumeristic, very consumeristic. Very consumerist. They're very, very consumerist. They want to buy the best and new things. It's a lot of keeping up with the Joneses type thinking out there. Believe it or not. Let's see, Isaac. I would trust a Korean doctor way more than a DEI American doctor. Hey, you're telling me. Hey, the medical system is actually very good out there. It's very, very good. They actually care about their people because they know even if they didn't have like a like a facade of caring. If it was just like in America where we know the government doesn't care about us, right? Like we kind of accepted it, which is very sad. It is very sad, but it's kind of true. But in Korea, like places they would burn shit down. Like if they find out that don't get me wrong, there's corruption and shit that goes on in Korea. In Asian countries, you know, Japan, Korea, you know, and in the other Asian countries, especially, right? It still goes on, and then like you know, Korea, Japan, everyone, all these foreigners think it's like, oh my god, it's this futuristic country. They take care of their people, blah blah. The crime's low, and blah blah. Trust me, it's not all cracked up to be. Okay, there's a reason why the crime is low. Okay, and they're just like one step better than the American government as far as like acting like they care about its people. All right, they at least, you know, they give medical insurance and this and that. They take care of people and all that. They do that, but like there's still corruption that goes on, and like the society itself, the attitudes of certain ways of thinking, of like I said, like the whole the whole like the consumerism aspect of it, the whole saving face aspect of the culture, the whole like it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. There's a hierarchy, and the people above you are always right. You know, that type of attitude that you have to achieve all the time, no matter what. The tiger parenting, all that stuff, man. It is toxic as fuck, and it leads to fucking shit like, oh, I gotta get fucking plastic surgery so that I look good and I look better than fucking whoever next door, and that I keep my place in society as, you know, oh, I'm keeping up with fucking trends, you know. So, let's see. Well, fuck. I guess at this point we're not even fucking playing the game at this point, so I guess I'm just gonna be talking about. I guess we're talking about Asia at this fucking point. Let's just fucking go. Let's see here. Let me do this. Okay, we could just do that, and I guess I could bring that up a little bit. You know, I'll just bring this chat up because it's bigger. Let's see. Japan sucks. Let's see. Beauty standards are outrageous, and the racism that I've experienced is disgusting. I'm not going to disagree with you on that, Chris. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. And believe it or not, Chris, I bet you compared to, let's say, like 10, 20 years ago, let's say like 20 years ago, it's probably gotten a lot better. Just because through the internet, and like a lot of cultures are like intermingling, and so you have a lot of foreigners going into Japan and Korea. So it's gotten a lot better. So there used to be a time where, like, yeah, if you were a complete foreigner, if you were not from there, like people they would stare at you. They would stare at you, and they might even say some shit. Maybe, you know, the shit like that did happen. But I bet you, like, right now, the shit that you're experiencing is probably, like, 10 times better than what it used to be. I'm not saying it's right. But, you know, it is what it is, man. They're talking about a country that you're used to being with with people that look just like you, that share the same culture as you, that essentially you go to your friend's house next door, you're going to fucking relate to them. Like, it's essentially like you went to your own family's house because you guys look the same, you guys talk the same, dress the same. Well, maybe not dress the same, but have the same like ways guys were brought up. It's more cohesive as a society compared to, like, you know, if you lived in America. You know what I mean? Everyone's different, so we're not as cohesive. We're very individualistic. I don't even know where I was going with that, but let's see. So, you know, they aren't. You know, it's very weird. It would be very weird to see a bunch of people that don't look like you, you know, come into your country. Let's see, Isaac. Well, they have a concept of posterity and family values, respecting elders, etc. I get that. And they do. But at the same time, they take it to a certain point where it stifles like the younger generation. It's kind of hard, you know. It's like because you're expected to do things in a box, right? But sometimes that box isn't the best way to do things. Sometimes things are better done outside the box, and that's where this like. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what you're saying, Isaac. I 100% agree that those are good values to have. But it's not like in America. It's not like America, dude. Like, yeah, like American family values. Because I think what a lot of Western people kind of get confused is that it's not the same. The family values, the respecting elders and stuff, it's not the same as it would be. It's similar, but it's not the same. Like the Asians take it like a whole new fucking level, right? And like you could, like, I don't know. I feel like with a Western family, like you could disagree to a certain extent with, you know, in like. I feel like Western families or like American families are a lot more understanding than like a straight Asian family from Asia would be. Maybe not nowadays. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure because these families are like younger now. But like when I was growing up, not the same at all. Like, cannot compare. And like the Western family values was like that hallmark, the hallmark family values where it's like mom and dad, nuclear family, brother and sister, everyone's smiling, happy. And I'm not saying that they were always happy. They have their problems, obviously, right? But somehow, like, they get along with each other, and like they talk to each other in a way that's so warm and friendly. Whereas when I was growing up, it wasn't like that at all. I don't think I don't know if I've ever hugged my mom or dad. Maybe like when I was little, but like growing up, I never really like. There's like no affection or anything. You know, it was never like, oh, let's say you did bad at school. It was never like, oh, well, try better next time. So no, it was like, why didn't you, like, what happened? Why didn't you do this and that? Huh? Like, what are you, stupid? It was shit like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just completely different. It's completely different, and there's those of us that grew up that, you know, that got through it, went to school, did what their parents did. And now they're successful, and there's guys like me that, you know, fuck it. I was just like, nah, you know what? Like, fuck you guys. Like, I'm gonna do my own thing, and you know, better for worse. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. But yeah, I don't know. It was different. I kind of envied American families, to be honest with you. Let me see. Where are we at? Let's see. Krisu. Somebody. Yeah. April Drift, you are right. Yeah, a lot of people do glorify Japan and Asia, and like you know, it's outside looking in. If you actually lived, and here's the thing. See, here's the thing. And I'm sorry, I'm getting real heated about this. The thing is that these newer Asian families, especially that are Americanized, that live in America, that are born in America, yeah, they're gonna be chiller. They're gonna be a lot chiller. It's not gonna be like but like, dude, if you lived, especially from a household that had immigrant parents, and you could ask Mexicans about this too. Like Mexicans, even like Europeans, like especially like Eastern Europeans, like Africans, like or not Africans, like the whole continent, but like people from Africa, certain parts of Africa, or whatever. They'll tell you the same thing. Like, you try living as as a first generation in America, or let's just say America for like, you know, for simplicity here, and your parents and your, let's say, all your family are from the motherland, from the old side. Do you know how, like, it's just a culture clash, and they don't understand how things work out here, and you don't really understand how things worked out there. Like, you know, just because you grew up in it, but like you are in two different worlds. You are in America, which there's a certain way that things are done, especially when you're younger. You know, the way the kids act, behave to be, you know, to fit in, and certain aspects of growing up completely different than in Korea, in Ethiopia, in fucking Nigeria, in Oaxaca, in fucking like Tijuana, or fucking in El Salvador, or fucking in Poland, in fucking Russia, or wherever. You know what I mean? In China, in fucking Vietnam, Thailand, it's completely fucking different. Because they bring that old culture, that a hard ass old like culture thinking with them, and it was always a clash, and like it really fucks up kids. I feel like it fucks up a lot of these like first generation kids. There's kids that that go through it, they power through it, they do what their parents want to do, and they're good kids. And I would say that, you know, they're better than me. You know, and my hat's off to them, and I'm envious. I'm so fucking envious of how they're just able to, like, you know, just batten down. And maybe it wasn't even that bad for them. Maybe, like, you know, their parents are a little bit more understanding. But I don't know, for me growing up, I don't know. I felt like I was just always in a corner, always like, it was either my parents, it was either some fucking like school. It wasn't even bad. I wasn't even like that bad at school. It was just kind of like, I don't know, like it just, a lot of stuff was happening, and I don't want to go too far into it, but I just felt like I got backed up in a corner, and I just said, fuck it, and just went the complete opposite way. And I feel like I'm on the other spectrum of like these kids that grew up in immigrant households. It's always two different sides. It's always these two extremes. You have the other one, that you have the kids that their parents came from another country and whatever, and the parents, you know, they got into a good school, and they made their parents proud and all that shit. And then you have the other side, which I am, where it's like, fucking, it just, after a while, fucking, you know, you're just like, you know what, fuck this, and you just start rebelling, because that's like the only thing you can do. You tried your best, you did everything you could, but like your best was never good enough. It was never good, and at some certain point, and it's not even that, and there's other fucking shit that's happening in your family. Right? I mean, things that I'm not going to fucking talk about on the internet, but, you know, there's things happening in the background, but no one's ever understanding of your side of that. It was always, you have to understand what your parents are going through. They're doing so much for you. Yeah, they're doing so much for you, so you have to understand that when they're doing this and that to you, they're doing that because they love you. Shit like that. It was fucking shit like that constantly growing up. You know? And I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but that's why, you know, and that's why it's like when I hear things about, oh man, fucking Asia is so great and this and that, it's like, no, well, okay, it's great, yeah, sure, it's not a bad place to live, you know, things are nice, you know, fucking, it's not like, yeah, it's definitely not like America, we have fucking homeless people out on the street. Well, you do have homeless people on the street, that's the thing too, but it's at a lesser level, a little bit safer, sure, whatever, you could give me all those arguments, but like, actually living through it, and I'm not saying I lived in Korea, I was living in America, but I literally got the whole Korean experience. They brought that shit over here, and I got the full experience. Got the full experience, and it's fucking bullshit. All right, we're talking about a generation. The generation that raised me were the ones that would get beat at school for acting up. It used to be in Korea, and I think it still happens to a lesser extent, but not so much now. But it wasn't even that long ago. Students would get fucking beat by the teachers, and the parents would allow it. Like, that's how that thing is. That's how much that shit is ingrained in society. Is that because he is an elder, and that's another thing too, because they are all Korean. Now, if it was a white teacher, white English teacher, so I'm doing that, it would go crazy. The locals would not have it. But we're talking about, this was when, essentially when Korea was just, like, mostly Koreans. Right? Like, that was expected. You were expected to get your ass beat by the fucking teacher if you were fucking acting up. Even if you weren't acting up. You know, that's how fucking deep that shit goes, man. And I'll give you a fucking story. I used to go to tutoring all the time. My parents made me do tutoring lessons for like math, English, and all that stuff after school all the time. It was from, as far as I remember, pretty much it's just like the same thing that they do in Korea. You go to school from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Right after 3 p.m. you go to something called a hagwon, a tutoring center, hagwon, and you're there from like end of school all the way up to 9, 10 at night. Maybe even longer, depending on how much homework you have, what you have to study for, all this and that, right? They did the same exact thing. They literally. It's just you don't have, and then me being in America, I had to go to Korean school on weekends, and I wasn't all day, but it was still like it was a good like 8 hours, still like good like I did like 6 hours or something like that. I just wanted to fucking watch cartoons. You know what I mean? So. It's a pressure. There's a lot of pressure, and like people that haven't been exposed to that pressure, haven't lived through that pressure, are gonna be like, "Oh man, it's so great." That like, no, it's not fucking great. Try fucking living through that shit, and you tell me how you fucking feel. You fucking tell me how if you fucking didn't want to do something to yourself at that fucking age, if you had to go through all that shit. I don't know. Fuck, man. I'm just ranting here. I'm so sorry, guys. I was supposed to play Call of Duty, but here I am talking about my childhood, which thank you guys for listening. It's kind of nice, and I don't know. I just, but that goes with anywhere. That goes with anywhere. Every country, ups and downs. Everyone outside looking in, think it's good. Maybe it's not. I don't know. That's why I love America. That's why I love America. Like, yeah, America. That's what I love about it. Yeah, you don't have a safety net, but it's raw, it's gritty, it's fucking there, fucking, if you don't survive, you're fucking dead, you're out on the fucking streets. No one gives a fuck about who you are or fucking where you come from, whatever. It's about now, about, what you're bringing to the fucking table. Like, America is straight, well, used to be. The ideals are still there, but, meritocracy. Let's see. Chris, I honestly would have rather been born in any other country. Well, actually, you know what? I'm glad. I am happy that I was born in America. I fucking love this country. Every time I went to Korea, they're like, "No, you're Korean." I'm like, "Well, okay," because the thing with Korea, a lot Asian countries is blood. It's all about blood. It's all about You could be like a white guy or whatever. You go to Japan, Korea, get your citizenship or whatever, but you'll never be a real Korean, a real Japanese. You have a wife with a fucking with the Asian girl. That kid's never, in the eyes of the family, especially the older heads, this is never gonna be full whatever. He's gonna be white. He's gonna be half. He's gonna be just a half. Like, that's how it is. That's how fucking it is out there. All right. So don't think that like racism exists everywhere. It's not even really racism. It's more like just tribalism. People want to be with their own fucking kind. It's like that. And in America is kind of like the only place where America and Europe, but I mean, like the Western countries, the only place. It's a grand experiment, and I think so far, I mean, it was going good, it was going well up until fucking a couple years ago, and that's not what we're here for. That's not what we're here for. But I love being an American. I would not have it any other way. I would not live in Korea. I would love to visit again for sure, but not live there. No, America is where my heart's at. I will fucking die red, white, and blue. Fucking hell yeah. Isaac. Let's see, Isaac. Hold on. So I'm kind of getting. Sorry, hold on. Let me see here. Let's see. My Korean neighbors do care about their status more than the rest of us white boys. The yard in the house is perfect. Always play. Yep. And I'm not saying they're like being disingenuous or anything like that. It's just. like the Asians have this thing. It's built in. It's told to them that like you have to like because every time I would get in trouble, I get that's part of it. Like kind of where it's like every time I get in trouble, like one of the main things my mom would always fucking tell me, because she knew a lot of people in our area growing up because she worked for a Korean bank pretty high up, so she knew all the business people and stuff. So she was a well-known figure. Every time I get caught fucking either smoking or drinking or whatever out in public, the thing she would tell me is like, you know what? Like, people are watching you, all right? Like, you have to fucking, like, you have to represent us as good, like you are representing us as a family. Like, that's what it was. Like, it was, and I understand that. But it's like, I don't know. It's like this faux royalty, this air of faux royalty. It's like what makes them better than me and what makes me better than them is my fucking reasoning. But there is this thing about, yes, you don't want to seem like your fucking family is a bunch of crackheads. And I get that. But I don't know, man. It's like, we're not fucking royalty. We're not fucking, I'm not the king of England here. I'm not the Prince of fucking Wales. All right? Like, I don't know. It's like, and my whole thing is like, they don't even give a fuck about you. You just, like, no one cares. Let's be fucking real. No one cares about anything else besides themselves. That's the world. And I'm not saying everyone's, I'm just saying, generally speaking, we have so much shit going on with our lives that when we think, like, oh my God, these people are looking at us, these people are thinking about us, like, they're not. And it just fucks with our heads even more. I don't know. Fuck, I'm sorry. I don't even know where I was going with that. Well, let's see. Info Drifter, I know what you mean. People are prisoners of certain standards. They don't do stuff they really want. There's a lot of expectations and pressure, yeah. And I'm not saying those expectations and pressures are not good. I'm not saying that. I mean, if we didn't have expectations, if we didn't have societal pressures, and crime would be amok, people would not fucking go out and do stuff, and like society would be a mess. I understand. There has to be a little push and pull. I get that. But it gets to a point where you're just literally just feeding toxic shit, especially to a child. To a fucking child of no less. If it's adults acting like this, okay, fine. But even then, it goes to a question of like, well, what the fuck happened in your childhood, right, to make you act like this? So, it's just I don't know. It just these standards and pressure. At a certain point, especially if you're talking about young kids and children, it should be you raise it up little by little, and you do it within their skill level. All right. But Asians is this fucking thing, I swear to God, where it's like everything just rests on your shoulders, young laddie. Especially if you're an only child, and especially if you're the firstborn. Especially if you're male, too. Everything gets put on your fucking shoulders since the day you can fucking talk. Right? You have to fucking go to a good school. You have to study hard and go to good school. You should go to school so you can take care of your parents once they get old. What are you going to do? You're not going to put them in a nursing home, are you? Oh, you got to get married. Make sure you got to get a good school, and you got to get good grades, and you can meet a good wife, and you have a nice at a job. You get a nice job, and you get a nice wife, and you got to make sure you have kids. Make sure you have a son. First one has to be a son. Make sure it's a son. It has to be a son. You have to keep that bloodline going. You know how fucking stressful that is for a fucking like 6-year-old, for like a 7-year-old. Be fucking told all that fucking shit all the time. God damn, dude. So the Asians just do it. They just go because I'm not saying Asians are autistic, but they're kind of fucking there because it's like, I don't know. A lot of Asians could be just very just like to know like what's that word of a very not robotic. I'm gonna say robotic. Robotic's kind of a bad word. More like very rigid in certain ways that they think life has to be done. Goes back to my other example of keeping you in the box. Outside the box versus inside the box. There are things in life that, yes, being inside the box, there are certain things that you have to keep inside the box, that we have to do inside the box, but there's a lot of other things that happen outside the box that could be opportunities, but it could also be pitfalls as well. So, it depends. Let's see. Isaac, not to say us whites don't care, they're just on a higher level of caring than most of us. No, see, I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that like whites don't care. It's just, I'm not even saying that. It's like they do care, but like, it's like, especially so when I used to go hang out with my white friends, right? And like we had a good mix, but it was like total difference. Like, you know, they care about their kids, and like when their kid fucks up, they're gonna punish them. They're gonna do things to make sure that they get on the right track. Of course. But there's certain stages. There's levels to it, right? Depending on severity of whatever situation. Talking about grades, they're gonna be okay. They're gonna give you a couple chances, like, okay, first time you didn't do so well. Let's work on it. Let's do it. They'll even help. They'll do whatever. And, you know, the words of encouragement, shit like that. No, Asians don't do that. The first it's not even an F, not even a C, a B. You get a B. Because you're expected to get A pluses. Okay, that's the fucking thing. That whole stereotype of A pluses, like, it's true. I remember when I got my first B. You know, I was like, fuck, okay, you know. Of course I was tripping. You know, and it's like taking a... I thought at least I thought they'd be disappointed, but, you know. But no, they're just like, what the fuck is this? Fucking, I mean, fuck, man. Got beaten that day. I think I was only in like, I don't know, 5th grade, 4th grade or something. I don't know, I was kind of young. Oh, shit. Here we go. Fuck, dude. This fucking camera. Hold on. This camera, man. It's gonna work. Fuck, whatever. This camera's fucking... Nah, it's probably telling me to just shut up right now. Like, sign from God, I'm talking too much. No, but... That's the difference, man. It's like Asians are just like straight to like they just there's no chill, there's no in between. It's 0. It's 1 to 10. It's a 1 or 10, nothing in between, right? And like I don't know. Honestly, like getting arrested by the cops was a better feeling than having to fucking talk to my parents afterwards. Like, I would rather have gone to jail than have to fucking have to deal with my parents afterwards. You know what I mean? Let me go down to the list here. Chris Sue, I'm kind of pissed that fully grown adults go out of the way to point and laugh at it. Yeah. And that's the thing, is because if you're talking about Asian adults, they've never been checked in their fucking life. That's why. It depends. There's a certain age. It's a certain, like, kind of like the old, like really older generation. It's because they've never been checked. They never had fucking some young kid fucking punt, like, you know what I mean? Like, in America, like, I'm not saying every American's gonna fuck, but I'm just saying, like, regardless of who you are, now, yeah, if you're an older person, you say something stupid, most people are gonna be like, okay, this guy's old, like, I'm not gonna, but like, any other person, you say something stupid, you're liable to fucking get punched. And that's the thing. Like, a lot of these older, because that doesn't happen because everyone respects their elders out there. So for someone to, you know, to stand up and be like, no, fuck you, argue with the older person, and then if it comes to blows, either way, like, that's like almost unheard of. If you do something like that, you're a piece of shit. Which, I mean, I've argued with fucking all my elders all the fucking time growing up here. You know? So I guess I am a piece of shit, but it's like, I don't know, it was always just, it wasn't ever like, I don't know. It was just family squabbles and shit. And, you know, you're trying to get your side of the story out, and it's like, they don't care. But yeah, that's why, like, that's why, like, a lot of these older Asians they're so, fuck, this camera is like, oh my God, please. That's why they do that. At least that's the way I feel, is because no one's really ever, like, told them, like, shut the fuck up, or, like, don't say that, or they've been able to just kind of say what the fuck they want. You know what I mean? Let's see. This is true. Tradition is good, but sometimes better ways do present themselves, and you have to be willing to adapt in certain things, and other things not so much. It depends. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and you know what? And this is not just that's not just an Asian thing either. That's not just an Asian thing. That is I would say, like, once you get older to a certain age, it happens, because older Americans do that. You know, kind of. I think that just kind of goes with age, because, you know, you've been around for so long, you've seen so much. And, you know, at this point, you're just kind of like, yeah, what are you going to teach me? You can't teach a new old dog new tricks, right? So I think that's kind of where the attitude starts. It gets solidified. It gets that's where that attitude just kind of just hardens up, because Hey, sometimes, I'm only 36, and sometimes I'm like, I'll be like, what's this guy doing? Like, he thinks he knows more about it, but then you start talking, and you're like, okay, all right, you actually know. He actually does know more, and that's actually not a bad way to do things. That would be a healthy way to fucking, go through life. But yeah, I think as far as tradition goes, Isaac, I think we shouldn't be. Fuck, hold on. This camera is gonna fucking drive me nuts. My God, dude, holy crap! I swear to God, dude, I don't know what it is about this fucking this week, but nothing is just. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Like everything is just fucking falling apart, man. Ah, shit. Hold on, give me a minute. I'll use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Isaac, I just saw what you just asked, and let's see, on the show, a couple weeks. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, man. Just shoot me. Yeah, you know how to get a hold of me. Just let me know, man. Always down. I'm always down to go do shows and do whatever. And try to get my name out there. I gotta ride your coattails, Isaac. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh shit! Hold on. That's what she said. All right, hold on. Okay. It's the battery. I think it was just battery was overheating a little bit, maybe. Maybe the battery was overheating, and I had to replace the battery. My dad was asking me who I'm talking to right now. I'm like, yeah, I'm talking with the internet. Talking with my people. Talking with my people on the internet over here. My YouTube people. My fans. I'm talking to all my fans, Dad. He's like, why do you sound like that? I'm like, sound like what? What do I sound like? I wonder if this radio voice is like, what the fuck? But, yeah. He's like, who are you talking to in there? I'm like, yeah, just streaming. So anybody, like, a couple people. I got some people in here. Hardcore poppers, the hardcore yo poppers. Oh my God, that's so fucking lame. Imagine what I call a fan base. I would call them the yo poppers. God, get the fuck out of here, man. Hold on, where was I at? Let's see. Let's see. April Drifter. Okay, I know. Chris, it does kind of. Chris. Just kind of sucks being picked on daily. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. April Drifter, yeah, I know what you mean. You're divided as a child between two worlds because your parents are split between new and old life as well. Yes. And yeah, that's the kind of the toughest parts. Just getting them to understand, but they don't. And now a little bit. Now that I'm older, now it's like, what's the fucking point? Now that I'm older, right? It's like now they're like really chilled out, but it's like. They're like, fuck, we didn't have to go through all that when we were younger, but whatever. It makes you, it makes me who I am, makes you who you are, builds character, I guess. So, that's the thing, too. You kind of wonder, what life would be like if certain things didn't happen, if things went a different way. But would you really want that? Unless like $1 billion was involved, then yes, I would like that. But I mean, I don't know. Like, would you be a different person? You'd be like a different person. And like, I don't know, man. It makes you wonder. You know what I mean? Makes you wonder. Let's see, Isaac. I can only imagine how shocking it must be to come here for the first time. America is all I know. but we are a lot to handle at times, quite intense, and our priorities are weird at times. Yeah, I mean, they came here. My parents came here. My family came here during the 80s. It was like, because I think I was born right after. So it was like 88. I think like 86 or 87, around that time. So it was like America in its heyday. Fucking, it was like the time to fucking come to America was that time. And, yeah, definitely culture differences back then, for sure. I mean, I remember they told me stories of like they would get harassed and shit, fucking by like I think it was like, I don't know, it was like Mexicans, whites, black, because my grandpa owned a liquor store in the city called Bell Gardens back in the day. Bell Gardens is in it's close to L.A. County, on the outskirts of L.A. I wouldn't say it's a bad neighborhood, but it's not like a really good neighborhood either. I'm not gonna go as far as call like ghetto, but yeah, he owned a liquor store out there. My dad and my uncles would go out during the weekends when they weren't working and help out. I would go there every once in a while when I was a kid. I remember going there as a kid. And my dad would always let me grab free candy bars and fucking sodas and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. Like, oh, actually, no, this is before that. But like, they took they took like odd jobs and shit. I remember my uncle telling me he worked at a 7-Eleven when he first got here. And yeah, he fucking said like he got in a fight with some fucking dude because he was like, I don't know, he couldn't. My uncle couldn't really speak English well. I don't know, like what. I think the guy wanted alcohol. The guy wanted beer after 2. Uncle couldn't sell it, so the guy got pissed off at him. So started like yelling, saying like fucking racist shit to him. And I guess somehow got into a fight. They got in a fight outside, like little brawl, little fist fight. And then like my uncle they both got arrested. My uncle like fucking almost went to fucking jail. And like I guess they figured out it was self-defense or something. I don't know, but it was this whole fucking ordeal. And yeah, it was like, I mean, I can only imagine how fucking hard it would. They didn't speak any English. They literally did not speak any English. Fucking came over here, fucking started doing odd jobs. I'm pretty sure didn't get paid well either. Fucking bullshit jobs. I'm fucking sure. I know my grandparents were when they first got here. They were doing like cleaning services. I think they were working for like a cleaning service or like some sort of janitorial thing. They were like cleaning, I think like office buildings or something like that. So they were doing that for a little bit, and then I think they had some other odd jobs. And then my grandpa like saved up his money, bought that liquor store, or I think he got a lease. And then he bought the liquor store. I think it was under lease or whatever, but it was his. So he had his little small business going, blah blah, and But yeah, definitely a culture shock for them for sure. Definitely not the same. It would not be the same as today. Like today is like. It was rough and tumble back then for a lot of immigrants back then, for sure. Let's see, Chris, one of the places I really want to move to is Germany, since at least people are nicer and the language is simple enough to learn. You know what? I don't know about that, Chris. The Germans they have a very peculiar way of their humor, and if you're not used to people being very blunt and direct with you. I don't know if Germany is the right place, because like with Asia they do that thing where it's like a passive aggressive type of thing, but in Germany they don't give a fuck. They just tell you if they don't like you, if they got a problem with you. They're very direct people, and the thing is most of the time they're not even meaning it to be insulting or being mean or anything. That's just how they are. They're just like, hey, like I don't like this about you, but you could be friends. You could be friends with like if they get upset about something, they'll tell you straight up that you're upsetting them about this and that. And if they don't like something you're doing, they'll tell you. Not in a mean way. They don't really mean it. Think of it. They don't think of it. And I don't even think they're trying to be like malicious. It's more just that's how Germans are. They're very direct. They're very direct people. What do you expect for a nation full of engineers? You know what I mean? So, don't feel shitty, Chris. Come on, dude. Like anywhere you go, it's gonna you're gonna have shit like this. But you gotta find your fucking group. You gotta find your little group, your support group, your network. You know what I mean? Your people. You gotta find your people, man. That's what it's all about. That's what life is about, dude. If we're just, I am going down. I'm just reading your comments right now. I am going down right now. Sorry, I going on the tangents here. Let's see. Isaac, wouldn't trade America for anything. I was born here and I'll die here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God bless America. Hell yeah. Hold on. I think maybe we got a little song for that soundboard. Hold on. Which one? I think maybe this one right here. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's see, Chris Sue. Glad y'all happy living in America. Then here's the thing, Chris. Here's the thing. America isn't perfect. Nowhere you go, it's gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. Every place has its fucking different things, issues, whatever. All right. But what I've come to learn that there's really is no place like America, and it's definitely not perfect. Fuck no. But that's what I love about it. Okay. Like, here's the thing. Like, in America, something can be illegal, right? But you can still, you can go ahead and do it. You can find that illegal thing anywhere. You could do it. And here's the thing. It's not like in other countries. Okay, let's say with drugs, right? You go to Korea, you go to China, little thing of drugs, you're going away for life, right? In America, yeah, there's laws against it. There's all this and that. But the punishments for it are so like less severe than any other countries. And I guess the point is I'm saying even in like, if you're talking about, even in like situations of like legalities, right? Like America, you're better off fucking breaking the law in America than anywhere else. That's how like great it is here. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying like, that's how much freedom we have, even though like a lot of our like freedoms are being, they're taking away, they're trying to take away everywhere, not just America, but in the world. They're trying to take people's ability to free speech, to bear arms, to, have their own say in their life, to be free from unreasonable taxes and, searches and seizures and, to be free from government intrusion from the police and all that. And they're trying to get that away slowly but surely. But just the fact that it's taking this long and that we still have certain, like even the illusion of this freedom, right? Even the fact that we're allowed to say when a cop fucking pulls us over, we can say, I want to talk to your supervisor, even though that's probably not the best way to handle it. Or you could even be like, oh, I know the law, fucking Fourth Amendment, then I'm going to, just the fact we can even do that, that's a pretty big fucking deal. All right. And without getting your fucking ass beat to a certain extent. All right. You go to any of the country, the cops just going to bam, drag your ass in. All right. At least in America, so I agree. I agree, Isaac. All right. I agree with Isaac and Chris. And then let's see. Able Drifter, I got to say, I get the whole tribalism, but I think it used to be in most countries, grandparents were just scared of something. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what it is. We are human. We are still, at the end of the day, we are animals. Not animals in the sense that we're shitting on the fucking floor and like eating off the floor and stuff like that, but we are mammals. And like there are certain, I mean, we have progressed, we have evolved. Yes, sure. Intelligence wise, yes, sure. But like, it's all still there. It's like a dog. Yes, a dog has been domesticated, and humans for that fact have been domesticated as well. But that instinct is still back there. The tribalism, the violence, right? I think those are like the two main things. It's tribalism and violence. And we've tamped it down so well that we're able to have a society where, for the most part, people behave themselves. All right. But then that's where it starts going back to where like, oh, well, why are there criminals? Why are there wars? Why are this? Because it's still there. That animalistic thing is still fucking there, but we've tamped it down to a point where we take extra steps before we do something like that. You know what I mean? But I think we all have that. It's all in there. It's all in there. We just really we really got domesticated. You know what I mean? It's all in there. Let's see. April Drifter. I remember Paul Gilbert, guitar virtuoso, played for Mr. Big, said once that Japanese people focus on very specific stuff required on the list. If it's there, all is good. They were successful there, yeah. But that's an also thing too. That is also an Achilles heel, where like everything has to be on the specific, has to be perfect. That's when you start getting into analysis paralysis. Oh, it's not on the list. Oh shit! Well, how come it's not on the list? If it's on the list, we can't do this and that, right? Or if something's not perfect, well, no, we have to fix it. We can't just say it has to be absolutely perfect. And that's where the West gets right. Is that it's like it doesn't have to be perfect, but if it works, we're gonna set it out, and then from there we start making improvements, right? Like the Asians, we want to make sure it's perfect from the get-go when it gets out, because that's the whole saving face. You have to have this what's this word I'm looking for? This image. We have to have this image, right? But that could also be bad too, because you may never get anything out. If you're talking about a product, you may never get that product out if you want it to be perfect all the time. If you want it to be perfect, it has to be this and that specifically. And you'll never make any money because you're too wrapped up in your mind thinking about it has to be this way and that way before you do anything. Chris, you had a argument with my boyfriend over banana, if banana bread is good or not. It is good. I do like banana bread. I think it's good. Why he doesn't like it? Chris, Japan is overrated though. I mean, you know what? I think like if you live there, it's just like any other place, right? People are like, oh, California. I'm like, well, it used to be, oh, California, fucking movie stars, this and that, and it's okay. You know, I think if you're a tourist, I mean, I know if I went to Japan, I'd be amazed. I'd be like, whoa, holy shit. I remember when I went to New York for the first time. Holy shit, New York City, mind was blown. It's just like in the movies. It's just like you can feel the history in there as far as in the buildings and like the people and. Like there's a rich history in there. You could feel that. You could definitely feel that aura being there. Krisu, it's full of skinny white as a ghost baby voice women and people go crazy about it. Hey, weeb's gonna weeb, you know what I mean? Let's see. Isaac, totally off subject, but okay, yeah, we already got through that. All my drinks in the house taste like actual dick. Okay, interesting. Okay, actual dick, not like artificial dick. Tastes like actual dick, not like substitute dick. Just want to make sure I'm clear on that. Well, I don't know, Chris. That's up to you, man. That's really up to you, brother. That's up to you. Let's see. Boyfriend doesn't want to leave Japan either, so I guess I'll have to stay. Well, I guess that makes that choice that simple, I guess. Isaac, Germans and Finnish are both like that, very direct. My grandma is 100% Finnish, and they are totally cold emotionally and don't really hug, super blunt, and they live to like 100 tough bastards. Yeah. My grandpa was like that. He was never very, I don't know, he was a very stoic type of guy. Like, I never, like, he was very, he was pretty manly man's man. But then my grandma on the other hand was like, oh my God, like, not trying to say I hate my grandma, but it was too much. It was just like, because here's the thing, since I was the firstborn, and I was a son, firstborn son, only son, at least, so it's like, they just put me on a pedestal, and to a certain point, I couldn't take it, because it felt so fake. Like, I don't know, I just wanted her to just talk to me just like a regular fucking person. I mean, as a grandma, I get that. Like, I guess as a grandma, you love, but it's like, this is, like, it got too much. You know what I mean? Like, you could like someone and you just, but like, it just got to the point where you're just like, grandma, like, just please stop. Like, you just really, it almost sounds like you're not being sincere. I mean, I don't think she was being insincere. I'm not saying that, but just at a certain point, it was just too much. I was just like, I kind of really hated that. I kind of, not despised, but I was kind of like, I just didn't want to deal with it because it just, I don't know, it felt so fake. But I know her heart's in the right place. She never did anything bad. She was best grandma. But, I was like, man, I got other cousins, you could talk to them like that too. I don't know what's so special about it. I'm not special. I'm not fucking special. Being a firstborn, whatever. And, that's not special. I just got born. Like, what's the fucking big deal? So, I don't know. I don't know. It's very confusing. And then, like, you get told that all your life. And then once you actually get into the real world, you actually maybe think that you're like, oh, you're so special and this and that. But then you realize, no, you're not special. You're not special at all. You're not special at all. There's people better than you. And there may be people that are not better than you. Maybe skill-wise, physically-wise, whatever-wise, looks-wise, it doesn't matter. But society deems them more worthy than you. You learn, and it's like, boom, get that fucking that reality check, man. And it's just like, fuck. And from there, just kind of just like, fuck. Okay, well, like, all right, I don't know. I think from there, just kind of like, oh man. It's like, just, I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore, man. Let me see. Let's see what we got. Oh, April Drifter, yes, totally. If you're going to work on making everything perfect from the start, you're not going to take that first step. Yep. Not to be ignorant about it, but some things take time. This world isn't perfect. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Isaac, thankfully, my other grandma is very good and the total opposite of the other one. Okay. All right, that's good. That's good. Oh, man. I don't know. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're all not so different, you and I. We're all not so different. Asian, white. Or I don't know. See, white's not even fair. White is actually an American. Like, the designation as white, that's a pure fucking American thing. It's a pure fucking American thing. Because it used to be that Irish people weren't white in this country. Italians weren't white in this country when they first got here. They were, you know, they're on the same levels as fucking as any other immigrant. Fucking whatever. You know what I mean? So this whole thing of like white is like it's uniquely American, and I just find it funny because it's, you know, like whites. You could be anything, you know, like that can mean anything. You could be part German, you could be Irish, you could be Italian, you could be this or that. You know, they just use that. They just use white as like a term for anything that's not colored. You know what I mean. Oh. Actually, I remember once in college, this is when the whole woke thing was kind of going down too. Fucking, I forget what class it was for, but I think it was some sort of hippie, trippy, fucking, some sort of sensitivity. I don't fucking know. Somehow we were talking, like I was like, well, you know, fucking something colored people, and it was a white teacher. So, no, you can't say that. It's color. It's persons of color. I was like, what the? I was like, who gives a fuck? It's the same thing. What difference does it make? You just switch the order and put fucking of in the middle. What, like you know what the fuck I'm talking about? And you know, I'm an Asian guy saying this too, so it fucking just blew her mind, I guess. I don't know, but let's see. Info Drifter, you mentioned a very important thing earlier. Every school should have a psychologist that would work with children, especially the first generation foreigners, because it's very hard for them. You know, I get where you're coming from, but you know what? I don't trust psychologists, especially nowadays. I don't trust them. Like, maybe, like I don't know, because with psychologists now, they'd be like, oh my god, we got to put him on Prozac, we got to put him on Ritalin, you know, fucking this and that, and I don't fucking know. Hell, they might even fucking the psychiatrist might even fucking call CPS on the parents because they're being too hard on the kid and it's fucking abusive and blah blah blah. I'm telling you, back in my day, back when I was growing up, fucking fuck, dude, I've been told that my childhood experiences were like abusive. I don't think so. But maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I've known people that were abused physically, emotionally, like sexually. Like I've known people that experienced that, and I don't think any of mine fucking my like I think my shit was like this compared to like other people's shit. Like I've, you know, like I had both my parents were fucking, they stayed. They care for me, and like I'm not gonna go into details of like other shit that happened in my during my childhood because, you know, it's not for the internet. But like, don't get me wrong, we've had some issues and shit. But I don't know, abusive. I don't know. I've been told that. I'm not sure. But see, with the psychologist, I don't know, man. There has to, I think maybe it doesn't need to be a psychologist per se, but you know, something like maybe a class. Like an orientation or seminar or something for the parents to kind of understand just like how things in America work as far as like school and like the culture, you know, like youth culture in America. But even then, those immigrant parents would be like, those fucking Americans, see, this is why we don't do like they do, because you see this, they're too soft on their kids. Let's see. Isaac, I'm a box of assorted crackers, English, Finnish, French, Slovak, Polish, whatever the hell, dark blonde and blue eyes. I am a honky. Let's see. Let me see if we got something good for that one right there. I know we got the. Hold on. Let me see. I'm just kidding, Isaac. I'm kidding. kidding, Isaac. Just messing with you, brother. Let's see. April Drifter. I know what you mean. A psychologist could set this worldview on these children. That's the risk, yes. That's why the parents should always be the one to talk about their children's problems. Yes, but yeah. Easier said than done. That well. Let's see. Isaac, we do not do mental health in my family. Yeah, we just deal with it. Yep, exactly. We can be assholes, but I think we had it pretty good. I don't trust psychologists. Yeah, I don't trust them either. I don't trust them either. Hell, it was always a threat. My mom would use it as a threat. You know, like, you asked, like, you want to get locked up in a mental hospital? You wanted to fucking give you a bunch, and they would say this. She was like, well, I used to have these tics. I used to have these tics. Like I would blink and I would have these tics, and I never knew I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it was just stress from just like the way my parents were parenting me. I don't know, but somewhere in like 5th or 6th grade, I had these tics, and like I couldn't fucking help it. It was just something that had to be released, and I couldn't fucking help it. My parents couldn't understand why the fuck I was doing it. I think I got yelled at a whole bunch. I always get yelled at for doing it, which I'm like, I can't fucking help it. What do you want me to do? You know, like fucking, you know, and then like they always threaten me. They'd be like, oh, fuck, you know what? If you don't stop that, we're gonna give you a bunch of shots. And I hate shots. I fucking hate getting injections. I fucking hate that shit. It was like, we're gonna fucking lock you up in a hospital and keep acting like that. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do, you know? But whatever. Yeah, this one is supposed to be a shrink session. I wasn't really trying to talk about my personal life, but I guess that's what happens when you try to play a video game online. It doesn't work, so you know you gotta do something. And I guess you guys like it. I guess you guys like talking to me about this stuff. So I guess we'll kind of do that for a little bit. I ain't got shit to do right now, so can't fucking play games. I don't know why. What the fuck the deal is. But let's see. Chris is back. 89 subs. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Let's fucking go. Let's get. There we go. I feel like it could be a little too loud. I know the soundboard. Now maybe we just try one more time. Let's see what the fuck is up with this thing. I don't know why. Let's see. Isaac, haven't taken a shot since I was a baby. No vax from me ever of any kind. It's a scam. Yes. Fuck. I took a couple shots 2 nights ago of Jameson Irish whiskey, baby. Let's go. I did all the shot. Well, you know, my parents didn't. Like my parents took the fucking COVID vax too, shit. So that just kind of tells you. But yeah, I mean, I did all that, but I think last shot I took them all my school ones, and ever since I haven't done it. Because yeah, I agree, dude. It's a fucking scam. I think it's probably causing all these fucking problems right now with the mental health stuff. You know what I mean? Oh wait, no, let's not do that. Fuck this game capture, man. It won't work. I just want it to work, so next time I do it, it'll work. Well, let's see. Nope. See, it doesn't work. Still fucking doesn't work. I don't know why. Damn it, dude. It's gonna fucking drive me nuts. Let's see. Yes, and cancer too. Yes. Well, let's see. Think about April Drifter. Think about first generation foreigners in other countries. We have loads of Poles who emigrated to the UK. Okay. They also open Polish stores there, and I think they also go through these problems. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I would not be surprised at all with that. Let's see. Let's see. April Drifter. The bigger the cultural difference, the bigger the clash and lack of understanding. Yes. And you know, that's like, here's the thing, like Mexicans and Asians have a very similar style as far as parenting goes. But the thing is, if you're talking about Chicanos, like Mexican Americans, they've been here, like they know the culture already, so they blend in very well. They assimilate very well. And even the Mexicans, because it's so close, it's right there, and a lot of them, they have family that fucking live out here, and they go back and forth sometimes, and this and that. So they're not like completely foreign to like how America is. You know what I mean? Obviously, there are going to be cultural differences, but I feel like they're just like they're easily more like they assimilate a lot easier in a way. With Asians, it's a whole different fucking country. It's a whole different fucking ball of wax, just from customs to traditions to just the way people think, and you know, so it's a lot harder, man. It's a lot harder. It's you know, and then like I don't know, like with my family, like they didn't even like bother to learn English. A lot of them because it was so easy because you just come here and you already have enclaves of like whatever communities here. And everyone just hangs out. And they work in the same place. They go to the same church. They frequent the same like places to like go shop and stuff like that. So essentially, it becomes a bubble, and they don't really need to fucking learn English, and that makes it even fucking worse. Because you know, like I went to Korean school. I had to like learn Korean on my weekends and shit. And even then, like I'm not like super fluent. Like there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. And things get lost in translation, especially when we were arguing and I'm trying to get a point across, and like I just can't because it just like you know, it just like they don't like they just don't understand. So it's like you get this communication like communication block. So it's just kind of like I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes, Isaac. Me too. I'm glad English is our national language. Although, to be fair, fucking apparently English is like one of the hardest languages to learn. Apparently. Just the grammar. But, you know, isn't there a theory that the English language was written by the British as a flex? It was like a way for like the elite, because, you know, they're all elitists and shit. So it was like, they made it so complicated so that only those people that already knew English would fucking know it. I think that was like the grift of that language, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Info Drifter, I'll be honest, the way you express yourself and talk about certain topics is very appealing. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. I know you've been working as security, but you would be good as a radio host, podcaster, in my opinion. You really think so? Thank you, Info Drifter. I really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. I don't know. I'm just going to game. I'm just going to fucking play Call of Duty, but fucking hey, man. I don't know. Anvil Drifter, it's fresh to listen to someone who makes sense. You think I make, you know, sometimes Anvil Drifter, sometimes I'm on a tangent. I feel like I'm not making sense at all, dude. So, thank you, man. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. I don't know. I guess it would help if I had a topic or something. I guess the topic is Asians, good, bad, and the ugly. Should I just change the title of the stream to that? I think that's gonna be a podcast. That's gonna be the tonight's stream. Tonight's stream with your boy, Yo Pops. Welcome, Asians, the good, the bad, the ugly, and then you could have the song. Oh no, I don't think that's it. Okay, cool. Well, at least someone understands me. At least someone gets me out there. Let's see. Isaac, yes, they made English complicated on purpose, and they won't admit it. But the English we use here in America is more accurate than what they use in England because they changed it after the Revolution. Oh, that's right. Because yeah, because a lot of it is still got stuck in antiquity. It was like yeah. That's right. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, yeah. Oh, that was the song? Okay, cool. It'd be like ching ching chong, ching ching chong. Get it? Instead of that was a little Asian joke, okay? But moving on. That's a little. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's Asian culture. I'm sure a lot of it's different now. You know, I mean, I'm supposed to be at an age where I'm supposed to have my own fucking kids and all that. So I'm sure the Asian parents my age are completely different. A lot more, I'm sure, and there's a lot of more like interracial like marriages going on as well, especially in America. So you have that too. I don't know. I don't know. I just fuck. As far as marriage goes, I don't know if I want to do it. If I want to fucking involve anyone in my fucking family, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to fucking. I don't know. I don't know, man. It just. Yeah, I feel like this is just gonna be a personal fucking podcast. Gonna be talking about myself, but yeah. I don't know. I just never had too many friends like come over to my house because like, parents like, we want people over, fucking. So I never bring people over, and then it's like the few girlfriends I've had, I only had two, and it's like I don't know whatever. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see myself as someone that's ever gonna like be in a relationship or anything. Not that I haven't. Not that I don't want to. I don't know, man. I like it just. I don't know. It's just fucking too much work, man. Way too much fucking work. Gotta worry about another fucking person. Gotta worry about what they're fucking thinking and all that fucking shit. And I don't fucking know. I think it's just better for me to just be alone, die alone. All I have to do is fucking worry about myself. Which I don't know. That really is a fucking depressing way to think about shit. It really is. I'm not saying it isn't. Like, I'm not saying that. Like, I get how that sounds, but fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just. Let's see. Isaac, did you hear the new Kanye song? Yes, I have. I have heard the new song. And yes, it is fire. It is fire. No, my homie, he's Asian. My Asian homie, he's Asian. And he fucking sending me all these memes. And he does to send me a lot of those kinds of memes too. And he sent me two different ones. And the first one, he's like, fuck, what'd he say? He's like, oh, this something about going to the karaoke bar. And I texted him back. I was like, hey, I got dibs on this song. Like, I'm gonna fucking sing it first, man. Fuck you, dude. Oh shit. Let's see. Something just came in. Let's see. From yeah, it looks like hold on, why isn't it popping up? Hold on, let me refresh the chat here. Oh, okay, here we go. Not sure, Info Drifter. Not sure I should move with that topic, but I heard that alcohol and weed used to be legal, but then they made it illegal in the States because Mexicans started to use it, and the government made money off of it. Yeah, April Drifter. Every drug was fucking legal in this country up until about, well, first, I think it started around like the 18-somethings with cocaine, and then around the 1920s it happened with weed. No, I know it was 1820 was when it was cocaine was synthesized, and I think around 1920s when the first drug law started getting enacted. Yeah, because the Marijuana Act was the Marijuana Stamp Act was one of the first drug laws passed in the U.S. federally. You have to remember, because in the United States we have something called the 10th Amendment, and the 10th Amendment states that anything that is not enumerated in the Constitution or in the Bill of Rights is up to the states and or to the people to decide if they want it. If they want to do that thing or not. So if it's not expressly prohibited in the Constitution of the United States, then it's up to the states. The federal government has no jurisdiction on it, right? So the first way they were able to make marijuana illegal was they couldn't make it outright illegal. It was a tax. They made it so you had to you had to go and get a tax stamp for I forget what the weight was, but you had to pay taxes on that. But the problem was that you had to have the product with you to go in to get the fucking tax stamp. So there was a couple court proceedings that went against it, and I forget I don't think it got struck down or anything. But the people were arguing that this is a violation of the Fifth Amendment as well, because you're incriminating yourself before you're even able to comply with the law, and that's kind of where it all fucking started. But yeah, no, you are right, Info Drifter. It did start with that. It was the reefer madness craze. It was Mexicans and the jazz musicians, which a lot of the jazz musicians were black. So black people like to smoke it, Mexicans like to smoke it, and all of a sudden, Billy Ray from down the street somewhere. Oh no, he's smoking the devil's lettuce, and then you got fucking Jane Goody Two Shoe. Fucking now she's getting influenced by the colored people and shit. So yeah, it did all start with yeah. Drugs all used to be you were able to go You get opium, fucking morphine, marijuana, cocaine, fucking whatever. But you went to an apothecary. It was pretty much like a pharmacy. It was a pharmacy, you know? And I guess it was all snake oil is what was called back in the day. But it was, yeah, mostly all just like opiates and shit. But yeah. And then let's see. Not sure, April Drift, not sure you would want to talk about it. The prohibition at the end of the 19th century or something like that. I believe it was, are you talking about alcohol? Prohibition at the end of... Because I do know that when marijuana became illegal, alcohol, I think they were... No, wait, hold on. Because I think it was legal. I think marijuana was legal during the prohibition era of alcohol prohibition. And then... when alcohol prohibition ended, then they needed something else to get onto, and then they started bringing in the marijuana and the cocaine and all that fucking shit, saying that was illegal, like that was bad and all that stuff, you know. It was another boogeyman that they needed. Let's see, Isaac. I almost wonder if we would have less drug problems if it wasn't illegal. I believe it would, because what happened was. Excuse me. Especially with alcohol. Alcohol prohibition is essentially what started criminal, organized crime in this country. I'm not saying organized crime didn't exist, but it was mostly like numbers rackets, right? It was gambling. It was mostly gambling and prostitution. Those are like the main fucking things, right? And even then, it was pretty, like, it wasn't that bad. But like, I think that the minute that like, once like they made it to where like the criminal element was the only one that would deal in this business once they made it illegal, then yeah, like they opened up a Pandora's box. And that's the thing with making guns illegal. Like imagine if like they made guns illegal and then like the black market that rises from that, and then they try to fucking like squash that. There's already problems with like black market gun sales. Imagine trying to imagine passing a law, let's say in America of all places, where they actually they banned all the guns, but but there's gonna be a power vacuum, and like all these fucking, and then the Mexican cartels come in. They start buying up all the tooling from fucking Sig Sauer America, from Smith and Wesson, from fucking Mossberg, fucking whatever, and they start fucking making guns. And then 10 years down the line, let's say like 50 years down the line, there's a huge ass gun epidemic. Like just people are getting shot left and right, just guns galore. Like we're literally swimming in guns, and then the government's like, okay, now we want to fucking decriminalize guns and make it legal again. Like that's what's happening with marijuana right now. Is that you've made these laws that already established that made it for organized crime to flourish in this country, and now you want to do this thing where you want to decriminalize and legalize. And then on top of that, as the government, you're going to tax 30% or maybe even more on top of what people are paying. And somehow this is supposed to fucking like cut the profits off the cartels. No. What would have fucking worked is the government would just end all the fucking laws. And we have laws as far as purity standards, age, like, who can buy, obviously we only want adults, doing it. But once you overtax it, the only people that can fucking that could get into this business, especially with the licensing and all that, are people with lots of money, and then people with connections, and that's what's fucking happening. All right, and it's like it doesn't even matter, because you now have a gray market, so to speak, to where they're selling weed without taxing it. So now you have this other fucking element that they're only criminal because they're not paying taxes, because the taxes are too high to fucking begin with. Right? So the government fucks it up in the beginning, and then it gets all fucked up, and later on, I think we have the solution now. We're gonna fucking go back to the way it fucking was before. But no, we're gonna fucking make it even worse by fucking having government control it way too fucking much, do taxes and licensing. So that way, nothing really changes. It's just more laws get passed on to this, and then the cartels still do their thing. They're gonna sell their shit illegally, and then they're gonna open up fucking tax-free shops that are illegal. But they're gonna sell, because people they don't want to pay the extra fucking tax. People they don't want to pay that much. So yeah, I think it wouldn't be like this. Yeah, sure. We might have problems of people overindulging, might have the homeless issue, sure. But as far as, and sure, there might be some elements of crime, of like organized crime. It'd be like cigarettes, like bootleg cigarettes, right? Like to like avoid paying taxes and things like that. But I don't think it would be like what's going on now, where essentially, cartels own Mexico, the type of violence we got, and then the street violence we have in the U.S. side because of the trade and everything. It wouldn't be to this extent. There would be problems, yes, for sure, but it wouldn't be like this. It definitely wouldn't be international, unless we're talking about coca. But then, like, even with like the raw material that can only be grown from outside the country, there would have been like things that have been done through legitimate businesses, and it would have been legitimate. It would have gone to the black market, to where violence is needed to enforce certain aspects of it. Right? That's the only reason the violence exists, is because they can't. It's one of the many reasons. Maybe not the only reason, but one of the main reasons, because it's used as an enforcement tool, because they can't go to the cops. That's the fucking main thing. Let's see. Little bit. I'm not a history teacher or nothing. Let's see. April Drift. Is it true that you could buy Coca-Cola only at drugstores as medicine back in the day, and it was way healthy? So Coca-Cola, I believe, came out during Prohibition. So there was like an alcohol substitute, an elixir. And those they would be at soda fountains and stuff, but these sodas, like, I think like a lot of these sodas, they come their origin comes from a medicinal use, I believe. I think like 7-Up was like that way. I don't know about Dr. Pepper. I think I can't remember. I know, but like a lot of these sodas do come from like there was a medical use, but they were elixirs, right? And so yeah, it would be a concentrated bottle, big old thing. And yeah, it'd be cocaine. It wasn't like pure cocaine, but it was the coca leaves still had a little bit of cocaine in there, and that was part of the brew. And believe it or not, they still used Coca-Cola still uses the coca leaves. Coca-Cola and I think a handful of other pharmaceutical companies are the only companies that are allowed to legally import coca leaves into the United States. They have a DEA license, and I believe what happens is there's a company that gets it. They decocainize the leaves. They take all the cocaine out of the coca leaves, and then they sell the leaves to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola still uses the coca leaves as a flavoring. There's no cocaine in there. They take the extracted cocaine out, and they sell it to these pharmaceutical companies that make it into a topical anesthetic. It's for optical, and I believe for for nasal. If you have nose surgery or like eye surgery and stuff like that, I believe they still use a cocaine tincture, a solution to numb, and it's also a vasoconstrictor, so it constricts your blood veins, so that way you don't bleed. You don't bleed as much. It stops bleeding because it constricts the blood flow. Yeah, it was at soda shops. These soda shops, they would they mix it right there, and it was just it would be like if we had an energy drink, like a Red Bull. It'd be like a Red Bull of the day. I mean. But probably way better. I think it'd be way better, to be honest with you. April Drifter, having a gun without a special license is still illegal in European Union. And even if you have the license, I think it creates various problems when police see it and so on. Yeah, I mean, it's completely different. Like, I know in Europe, it's very hard to have a permit to carry a gun. Like having a gun is one thing, and like I know it's like you either have to be a member at a club. There's a licensing scheme. You have to take background checks, and then they do interviews, psychological exams, stuff like that. And then, I think to carry a gun in public, I think that's completely unless you're connected somehow, I think you can't even fucking really get one. But hey, that's why I love America, man. God bless America, baby. Let's see, Isaac. Oh, I see. Taxes makes it moral. Makes total sense. Yep. Big Gov are retards. Yes, they are. Just like the NFA items, you can buy the stuff. Just give the Gov tons of cash first. Yeah, exactly. As long as it's taxed, as long as the government gets their cut, then it's fine. That goes with a lot of things. And that's why with pharmaceutical, people think, it's legal. It's a legal drug. It's good for you. Doctor's orders, medicine. No, it probably fucks you up even more. Yeah, so you can see why I am the way I am, and I think the way I do, and I'm just so fed up with the world, and just it all started from Asian parents. It all started from Asian parents. Contradictions on contradictions. You see things, but you have to act you have to act the other way when you know that's not, you're like, no, but it's like, no, because of, that's just the way things are, blah, 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 blah. And then you start going to the real world and you see like, oh, hey, the real world's not so different. It's not so different from my family. The government says, fucking, you gotta do this for what? You gotta do this thing because, it's good, but hold on. They're going out fucking, murdering a bunch of children in other countries, but they're telling me that, when I do this fucking activity, I'm a bad guy? Like, hold on a second. Math ain't mathin'. Something ain't working. You know what I mean? So, let's see. April Drifter. Doctors used to smoke and appeared in the 60s TV commercials saying that they're healthy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think Camel had the T-zone. They had the T-zone, which Camels, I think 9 out of 10 doctors recommend, which Camel filters were my choice of smokes back in the day. That and Newports. I used to smoke with Newports and then Camel filters. And then now, I don't know, just if I'm drunk, I might bum a cigarette off somebody, but I really try not to smoke cigarettes. Even the vape, even these things are not good for you. But God, but you know what? There's something about those days when smoking was good for you. Something that, oh man, I kind of wish I grew up in those days, lived in those days. Maybe as a white guy, definitely. Well, if I was in America as a white guy in Asia, please, I would not want to live in Asia during the 60s because it would be fucking hell. It would have been all war torn and just fucking bullshit. So it would. Just please, I do not want to be the 60s in Asia. At least in Korea, I don't think Korea was war torn. It was. They were still coming out of the Korean War, and it was still pretty militaristic back then. And there's a lot of coup d'états and shit. Political instability going on. A lot of political instability going on at that time. So Korea was not a fucking happy place to live in during that time. Let me tell you. Let's see, Isaac. I think Italy does have a little more concealed carry now. Oh, okay. So a few people are doing it now. It's like as strict as NYC, yeah. But some people are concealed carrying legally in Italy now. Are you sure they're not just? Are you sure they're not just connected with the mob? No, I'm just kidding. Nah, okay. I think I think some Latin American countries are starting to do that too. I think when Bolsonaro was in, I think he was starting to loosen it up for Brazil, but I think that fucking commie fuck got in there, and I think that's not even a plan anymore, right? I think it's not. Yeah, it's not Bolsonaro anymore in Brazil. I think it's some commie motherfucker. And then fuck, I don't know. I think some other places. I want to say it's like Argentina. Who's the Argentina guy? Is that was it Argentina or Salvador? I forget which one is the one that built the super prison. I think it was El Salvador. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Okay, Isaac. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember hearing something about they were having concealed carry and then they repealed it. Wow, that's such bullshit, man. That is such fucking bullshit, dude. Like fucking A, man. Like honestly. If America ever got to a point where like if something like that happened, we're like, oh, we would get like no, I would carry illegally, and whatever happens, fucking happens. You know what I'm saying? Like no, fuck you, like fuck you, man. Because if something like that ever happens, that's gonna be the time you're gonna fucking need it. All right, from the criminal element or otherwise. At that point, the country is fucking gone. Everything's gone to shit. Fucking, it's untenable. You're gonna have to protect yourself. Nothing else you can do at that fucking point. The cops ain't gonna do shit. Okay, Malay is Argentina. Bukele is El Salvador. Yeah, I don't think I've heard anything about them as far as reforms on the gun rights end. I think fucking Malay might be. I'm not sure. I don't know about Bukele. I'm kind of iffy on Bukele. Like, here's the thing. I understand with the super prison, and I understand that like it's done a lot of good what they did with that, but there's just a part of me that just I don't know. Like I know there's there's a sentiment of like due process be damned. They've been at the situation been so bad that they need drastic action. But man, I don't know, something about that. Something doesn't sit right with me. I am about due process. You know what I mean? Because if they could do that to them, they could do that to us. That's my feeling on the matter. So, you know, mass arrest, that type of stuff, and then like, I get it, but at the same time, there's a part of me I'm kind of I don't know, but I don't live there. I don't know how bad it was, so I can't speak on it, you know. But there's a part of me that kind of a little bit uncomfortable. But I mean, if the people like it, if that's what they want, I guess. Info Drifter, would you like to talk a little about the American government during the nuclear tests in Arizona and other states in the past? They would probably say it was for the greater good of things. You know, I don't know too much about it, but let me see. Oh, let me get to Isaac. Okay, Isaac, I will never be without it. It's no compromise issue. Hell yeah, for sure. Agreed. So Info Drifter, with the nuclear tests in Arizona. You know, I'm not too sure. I know that they had those tests out in Arizona. I forget where it was. I actually driven by there, like going on a road trip. Was it like, oh fuck, I know where it is. And then I think in New Mexico, New Mexico had a test site as well. But yeah, I mean they did the Fallout test, the ever famous Fallout test in the footage, where they had this, so they blew up a nuclear bomb, and then they had these soldiers come out of their foxholes and then walk out. But I mean, you gotta remember, Americans been doing. I mean, you know, there's a Tuskegee. Well, actually, the Tuskegee experiments wasn't even military. That was actually just civilians. But there's Fort Detrick. Fort Detrick had a lot of bioweapons. So Fort Detrick was I don't know if they're still operational, but I believe they were a bioweapons lab. I think somewhere in Maryland, Fort Detrick, Maryland. I think somewhere on the East Coast. I think it was Maryland. And there were a couple instances. I don't remember specifically, but there was a couple instances where I think viruses got leaked out of that lab, and like people got fucking sick and shit, and the government covered it up. I think it was like in that area too. People like the government covered it up and shit like that. Well, Tuskegee experiment's another one. I think people keep on thinking the Tuskegee, and I thought about this too. Is that it was the Tuskegee Airmen? No, the Tuskegee experiments was they were giving black people syphilis. I think these were just regular citizens. They were giving regular citizens syphilis to see how how it spread, the virility and all that. And then some people got treated, some others didn't. That's this medical experience. They're gonna see what happens when people don't get treated versus if they get treated and all that. So yeah, people, and they didn't tell them about it and shit like that. And yeah, it was pretty fucked up what they did for sure. But then yeah, the nuclear tests, they let people Americans get irradiated. They even did ocean tests where they would explode nuclear bombs underwater, and I think they had observers on that too. The Navy had observers, I think. If it's the Navy, I don't know. When I ever see ship, I think maybe it was Navy. I'm not sure. But I think they had that. And they also did atmospheric explosions. They would shoot nukes off into space or in the atmosphere and blow it up to see what that would do. And there's theories that blew a fucking hole in the atmosphere or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, the U.S. government was blowing up nukes out in space after I think that one of the things was because we weren't allowed to do tests on the Earth, and then also because like everyone's monitoring to see who's doing tests and whatnot. So the space was one viable option, and then like the oceans and shit like that. I don't know too much about the nuclear stuff, but I do remember reading some stuff about it. Let's see, April Drift. I heard some people won cases in the court because their whole generation suffered from cancer because, oh yeah, I'm sure. Dude, there's things going on right now. I mean, there's the Agent Orange thing in Vietnam. I'm not even sure if the fucking government acknowledged that. But then also, one of the most recent ones was Camp Lejeune. Camp Lejeune, a Marine Corps base. Well, I think Camp Lejeune is that I don't know if that's an intake, if that's for basic training. Hold on. Camp Lejeune. Was that an intake depot? Okay, I think, yeah, they're still around, right? What the hell, living at Camp Lejeune? That's funny. What's it for? It's a training for, okay, for amphibious assault. Okay, so they are like a technical thing. Okay. But yeah, they had a water contamination issue, and there's a big old lawsuit going after that. I'm sure the government was trying to fucking cover that up for a while. Shit, what else? Hell, I mean, dude, even the standard vaccines that they give soldiers, they make them sign waivers and stuff, and a lot of it's experimental too. I think when they were doing the anthrax stuff, the Cipro, I think that was experimental when they were giving them too, when they were passing those out back during like the 9/11 or before 9/11 or something. I don't remember. But yeah, they make you sign waivers and stuff to where you can't sue them, and then yeah, the government does that shit all the fucking time, all the time, man, all the time, dude. But yeah, I know. Yeah, Camp Lejeune, Lejeune's that's the most recent one. Oh, and then well, fuck, maybe this is not to the same extent, but like the hearing protection. Fuck, I don't know what happened with that lawsuit, but there's a lawsuit. That 3M is a major manufacturing company of all sorts of fucking things, from occupational goods to health to fucking electronics, whatever. Paint, or not paint, but like home improvement stuff, whatever. Tape. They make Scotch tape, for Christ's sakes. But it was with 3M, and they had the contract for giving out hearing protection to soldiers, and it turns out these ear protection didn't fucking work, or it didn't work the way it's supposed to. So a bunch of soldiers, they got hearing problems, and I think they took the government to court on that. I don't know what happened with that. And they're not even speaking about military issues. We got fucking we got the Flint water thing. We don't even know what happened with that. We still got East Palestine. Remember the train that derailed with that fucking one tanker, I forget what the chemical it was, but literally just wiped the town out. I'm pretty sure no one could live there anymore. And I'm pretty sure that the government or some sort of company has some miracle fix that they're gonna come in once everyone moves out of there and the fucking prices, the property values fucking plummet. Somehow they have a way to clean all that up. They're gonna buy all that property for next to nothing, and it'll be, I don't know, factories. Maybe China will fucking buy it, and there'll be a farmland for fucking some sort of Chinese corporation. Who fucking knows? You know, we just left them fucking high and dry over there. And then there's the fucking the hurricanes, which I don't know. The hurricanes always come all the time, but this one is the most recent one. South Carolina or somewhere around those parts, and they got mad that Trump was out there fucking helping them out. I don't know. It's the government. Can't trust them. You know, they're as corrupt as the day is long. Fuck them. April Drift. The Army always was the first to use radios, walkie-talkies, computers, phones, and so on. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's what they say. The Army gets it, and then it trickles down. It trickles down to the other guys. But, yeah. Oh man. Okay, I'm still trying to get this. I still want to try to get this thing working. I don't know why this thing isn't fucking working. Don't know why. Doing this. Let me see. Hold on. Oh my god. Was it fucking? Oh shit! It's out. April Drifter. No. So it's not the laptop. I don't think it's the laptop. It's somehow. It's the program. It's either my OBS, my Streamlabs, my streaming software, or something, because they're saying that when they have those anti-hack softwares, because when I installed Call of Duty, there's a anti-hack software that got installed with it, and they were saying Google was saying that could cause some issues with OBS trying to do the stream. So I deleted Call of Duty. I think I deleted the anti-hack software, but it's still not fucking working. I don't know. I feel like maybe I gotta like end the stream, restart it. But I don't want to because I'm like I'm like in the zone right now and like, you know, fucking. But maybe I might have to do that just to fuck, I don't know. Either that or fucking like fuck, I don't think I have any of the I don't think wait, no. There's damn, what's it called? Where you can reset your computer back to like older settings. What was it called again? Let's see, update history. I don't fucking want. I update all. Shit. Okay, well, I guess I can't do that. Gaming, game bar, game mode. Okay. See, but this shouldn't even. Install update. No, that's not it. YouTube killed a couple of my comments. What, on here? On my chat or somewhere else? Shit, man. Let's go to apps real quick. Okay, dude. Oh, why, man? Fucking. Okay, Discord. April Drifter, I'd love to help you out, but not good with these things. Hey, no worries. Thank you for the, I do appreciate the sentiment, but as a streamer, this falls within my duties and, oh God, could you imagine? Oh, really? They said, oh, really, Isaac? They said, really? Shit. Oh, shit, really? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm on top chat. Hold on. Wait, top chat, live chat? Hold on. We'll try it again. Try it again and see if it works. Because, we'll try it again. Try it again, Isaac. We'll see if it comes through. Fucking, what was it called again? It was like something. Well, it was kind of a double entendre. It could be a double entendre too. The name of that fucking program. Fuck, dude. Road, Procaster, Schedule 1, Snipe. Update. System components, no. AI components, no AI components here. Fuck, man. Oh my God. Windows C. Let's see. Okay, Isaac, I'm gonna aim for MegaCon 2026. Gonna say this year, I really want to meet everyone and get out for once to do something fun. Hell yeah. Oh man. Yeah, dude, I feel like I gotta go now if you're gonna be there, dude. Shit. Oh man. Feel like I gotta go now. Gotta go, fuckers. Gotta go meet up with my brother. My brother from a non-Asian mother. Oh man, that'd be pretty fun. Oh, man, that'd be fucking good. That'd be good. We'll have to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what my plan is. Cause fuck, man, this I think I gotta get back into work or something, dude. Cause I don't know. I'm just not hitting the algorithms, but I know why I'm not. I'm not consistent. So I'm just trying to do this thing where just every hour of the day, I'm just trying to fucking get on, just stream something. just to see if I can hit the algorithm. You know what I mean? But fuck, man. And that's the thing. Like, I know, like, everyone does, like, they do like one show a week, but I just feel like if I did, like, I guess if I just did one show a week and I stuck to it, I could do it. But like, I don't know. I feel like in the rest of the week I'm just like not doing anything. So I just feel like that's why I started doing the gaming stuff, because with the gaming stuff I could do something in the background, and then if people come in I could just start talking. But see, because when I try to do that thing where you pick up, like, you take out articles from like Twitter or whatever and talk about it, but I don't know. My timeline was really fucked up timeline. I didn't really want to share the shit that was on there. I didn't really want to talk about it because I don't think YouTube would let me talk about it. Like, Isaac, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just, like things that you notice. You know what I mean? Like, you can't talk about that. So I was like, no, I don't think I could do it. I get banned. So I was like, okay, we'll do the gaming thing. And the gaming thing, I feel like the gaming thing is kind of good because I could do something. It's not too serious, but we could also talk about serious stuff. And I'm not locked in onto just a bunch of like articles and stuff. But the thing with the gaming thing is I have to fucking buy games now. And now the game thing's not working. So I don't fucking know, man. Let's see. Yeah, we will see as it gets closer. Almost a year away. I just want to meet everyone. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Like I said, now I feel like I gotta show up now if you're gonna fucking be there. Let me see. I don't know why it's fucking doing this to me, man. Start talking shit. Isaac, start talking shit in replies on X. That's how I've been getting traction, and they trickle over to YouTube. Oh, okay. Ah, fuck. I don't know if I'm brave enough for that, dude. I don't know if I'm brave enough for that, man. That's the way, huh? That's the this is the way, huh? This is the way. Okay. I would really like this fucking thing to work, though. Why? Okay, hold on. There's a fucking thing that, hold on. Oh, fuck, that's how you do it? Shit. Okay. Okay. Audio. See, that's not it. There's another fucking thing. Apps Manager? Let's see. Isaac, being a reply guy is the only thing that works anymore. Fuck, really? Okay. And I try to do that, but I guess I don't know. I see, that's another thing too. I don't really go on, like, okay, I go on I do be on Twitter, but I just like lurk. I just kind of scroll, and I don't know, man. I don't know. This online thing is just so, it's very foreign to me, man. Like, just weird. Let's see. April Drifter, was your dad surprised, angry, or any other mood when he's asked you to who you're talking to? What is his approach? He's like, no. He's just kind of wondering, like, they know I stream, they know I do this, and they're just wondering, like, because they think they're like, who the fuck are you talking? And sometimes when I'm like by myself, I'm doing something, working on something, I'll be like, fuck, I'll talk to myself. It helps me kind of concentrate. It helps me, like, it helps a little bit. Gets the frustration out. So they just want to make sure I'm not talking to myself, I guess. I don't know. But no, nothing. They're not like, oh, what the fuck are you doing back there? It's like, who are you talking to? Oh, I got a stream going on. Oh, anyone in there? Yeah, I got a couple people in there. Something like that. Let's see. Isaac, ask Real Tommy if you need help with streaming software. He is a pro and will help anyone anytime. I don't know enough about either. Yeah. I know Tommy actually, he made me a mod on his channel like a couple days ago, and he's like, hey, dude, just drop in your links whenever you're in. Whenever you're going to stream, drop your links in. And honestly, I feel like I don't want to do that. It just feels it feels weird. It's like his channel, and I'm dropping my shit in there. I feel like that's kind of rude. But he said I could do it, so I know I should take opportunity, and that's the thing. Like, sometimes people give me opportunities, I don't want to take them because I feel like I'm inconveniencing people, and I don't want to do that. Like, I'm the type of person, way I fucking, like, this way I grew up. Like, I never really asked for help. Like, you know, like I just did everything on my own. So I just try to do things on my own, and it gets frustrating. And like I do need to be better about asking for help and stuff. I've been trying to do it, especially like since being in this community, like the online, like with like the fellowship 199. I was probably more 199 than the fellowship, but it all commingles at the end, right? So coming into this community and then getting into this online like streaming side of it, it really did humble me. Like I am really fucking humbled, right? Because it's like either you got it or you don't. Either you got it or you don't. And it's not even if you got it or you don't. You got the algorithm, which is like almost 50. It's like fucking like luck almost to getting caught. But then also it's not just like luck either. It's like you have to be consistent. You have to put out a good product. You have to do what you have to give what people want. You have to just like, you know, like I don't know if fan service is the right word, but you have to give the audience what they want. You have to be interesting enough, right? But then like there's so much other things that go into it. That's like it's a very humbling experience because like I feel like I could talk. I feel like I can fucking talk all fucking day. I could talk. I could do that. But the problem with me is fucking being consistent. You know what I mean? Because like I like to go fucking out to the fucking bar and drink. When I fucking drink, next day I'm hungover as fuck. I don't want to do shit. I just want to sleep. But you can't fucking do that. You have to have a consistent fucking schedule, and that's how the algorithm picks you up and shit like that. So it's like, you know, like I said, it's a humbling experience. It's like, and I'm not saying there's the people are worse than me or nothing like that. People are definitely better than me. I will fucking admit that any day of the week, people are fucking better than me that are doing this, that are getting the views and all that shit. I'm like, goddamn. And I've even told some people in our circle, I'm like, I'm kind of jealous, but not jealous in a malicious way. Jealous as in like, damn, dude, why can't I, you know, get myself together and like, you know, fucking get that done? You know what I mean? Like when I say jealousy, that could be kind of the wrong word, very malicious word. It's more of like I'm in awe. I'm like man, like it's like I don't say inspirational. Inspirational seems a little too like, you know, I'm just like sucking their dick or something like that. But it's humbling. It's very humbling, and it makes me very uncomfortable. For anyone, it's uncomfortable to take a look into yourself and to like, okay, like come on, like what are you doing wrong? Let's figure this out. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Let's see. Oh fuck, sorry. I got from smoking. Don't ever smoke, kids. Smoking's bad for you. Infodrifter, because you know, I thought about the stuff you mentioned when Koreans aren't that open about their lifestyle and stuff. I know this changes over the years, yeah, and I'm still not very like. I'm very and that's why it's so weird fucking streaming, dude. Because it's like, you know, I want to be authentic. I try to be as authentic as I can, but I am a very private person. You can ask any like people that like hang out with me and stuff. Like I don't think people like even like my closest friends, they don't know shit about me. Well, they do, but it's like, you know. I think it's very like, you know, I keep very, and my family's like that too. Like that's just how I was raised. We were very all like, I don't know a lot of stuff about my fucking parents. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit I don't know about my fucking grandparents. It's like, when I learned that my fucking grandparents were originally from North Korea and not from like, because they lived during the occupation of Japan. So they were in Korea long before there was a North and South, right? But like, when I actually learned that they're from the northern region of Korea, I think I was like in like, high school or something. No, I think it's like high school, maybe middle school. No, I think like high school, like early high school. Like I didn't know. It just came up in random conversation. Like we don't really talk about ourselves that much. You know what I mean? Let's see, Isaac. Yeah, hey, yeah, man. I hate promoting myself. It feels weird. I'll post milestones on my own page, but to bug people feels weird. Yeah, I know what you mean. Even like the milestone, and that's the thing. Like. With the milestone things, I understand that, especially if you're building a channel. Like I completely understand that. Like, but like even then, like even that too. Like for me, it's like, you know, and like I know like the best way to get to those milestones is you're promoting yourself all the time. You're reminding your like viewers, hey, you know, I'm still around, and obviously you communicate to your viewers through the other social media platforms. If it's like, oh, hey guys, sorry I can't make it tonight, blah blah. Like I get that. That's so hard for me to do, but it's like that's one of the things you have to do. You know what I mean? Like it just, like I said, it's a very humbling experience. Very humbling. It's a learning experience for me. Got quite a lot to learn. So, and it's frustrating, man. It's fucking frustrating sometimes. Like, I just like it really, it's me. It's not anything else. I'm not like, oh my God, no one will watch me. Like, no, that's such a fucking shitty attitude to have because no one owes you anything, especially in this realm, in this world that we're in right now. There's this streaming thing, especially on my end as a streamer. No one owes me anything. No one owes me fucking views. No one owes me shit, right? Like I owe people. Like, if you come into my, like, I owe you guys a good show, or at least a game in the background, at least a fucking game that you guys can at least watch while I'm just, spouting off about bullshit, right? So that's hard, man, because it's like I know it's like, I know it's something I'm not doing that's not getting the traction, that's not, but the same, so it's like, it's a struggle. It's this fight between, are you going to feel sorry for yourself, or are you going to fucking are you going to try to find the solution to this? And it's like this, it's like, oh, it's fucking frustrating, man. It's fucking frustrating, dude. Let's see, April Drifter. We all need to reset our system from time to time. Oh, you got that right. Let's see, Isaac. Me too, man. I have a huge respect for the people who grind and stream for a living. It's harder than it looks. Yeah, it is. I just hope to grow a little bit on a regular basis. So no need to go viral, just consistent. You can be authentic and still have boundaries. Don't need to show all your cards, but can still be a fun person to be around is what I've learned. Yes, that is very true. That is very true. It's a balance. It's a very, very delicate balance too when you're doing this. Yeah. Info Drifter, your friends just know stuff you want them to know about you. Gotcha. That's the best approach. I appreciate you sharing a small piece of your life as an example. Hope your family understands that. Yeah, it's nothing new. Fucking. Even me and my family and my parents, I've let it known how I feel. Like worst comes to worst, like we had arguments before and stuff like that, and things all kind of come out, and I'll say some shit that I do mean, and some stuff that I don't mean, and they'll say the same thing, just the heat of the moment type of stuff. But I think, in the end, it's like at least we kind of know where we're at. So I guess it's good. I don't know, I couldn't see it any other way. I could not see my family life any other way. If I got put into another fucking family, then tomorrow it would just be so weird. I don't know. Like, it's like, that's the thing. When people are nice to me, I feel so weird. Like, when people give me compliments, I feel weird. I feel like I don't deserve them. You know what I mean? I've had people come like, dude, like, you're, the streaming thing. Like, dude, you're natural. You're fucking good at this. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, thank you. But it's like, deep down, I'm like, I don't think, it's really shitty. I know it's a really shitty way to think about it, but I think people are lying when they tell me that. And I know they're probably not. They're probably not. It's my own fucking little hang up that I have, that I think I'm not good enough. I'm not doing it. It's like, no, I could do better. This is not good. Like, I could do better. You know what I mean? And I just beat myself like harder. Like, I know, like, and the people are probably fucking 99% of the time probably are being fucking, they're being genuine, But I just can't accept a fucking compliment. I don't know why. And it's bad. And I'm trying to be real good about that. And like, I just have to take, and that's another thing. I have to take people's word for what it is. Don't look too deep into it. That's another thing too. I overthink a lot of shit. So, man, dude, I like talking to you. I'm fucking opening up more to you guys and fucking my own family here. Holy shit, man. Let's see what we got. Isaac, Erwin was telling me that it's perfectly fine to set up a Streamlabs tip link before getting monetized, and there's no shame in it. Giving people an opportunity to support. I'm slightly considering it. Yeah, I had the thing. I had the link. I don't think I had to set it up though, but I had it, and I don't know. Like, I had it up there for a little bit. I never like promoted it or anything. So, but okay. I mean, you know what? Erwin's actually a pretty good person to listen to, because I know Erwin. He's pretty fucking popular. He's a big deal. So. Okay, if he says it's kosher, then I guess it's kosher. Let's see, because that's the thing too. It's like, you don't want to. Oh, fuck, I'm so sorry at the snorting and all that. Like, my bad. I have a mute button. Hold on. I apologize. I still, after this whole half a year, I gotta remember there's a fucking mic in front of me. You guys can hear everything, every little thing. So. Oh God, what was I gonna say? I always thought it was in bad taste to before you have any like supporters, or like if you don't make that that monetization milestone, then you really shouldn't like do the fan funding thing. At least not yet. I feel kind of weird. Like I had the link up for a little bit. I don't think I had it connected to anything, so I don't know how that would have gone. But I never was like, oh hey, come to donate to me, donate. And here's the thing, right now, right now I'm doing this thing, and this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I really want to see how far I could take this YouTube thing if I could fucking monetize it, because I don't want to fucking go work another 9 to 5. I'm fucking done with that shit, man. You fucking go to school, and then you get out of high school, and fucking, you're expected to go to college and do all that shit. You're doing all that, and life gets in the way. You start working. And then, somewhere in between, you finish up fucking college. You finish up fucking university. And then the fucking whole fucking, the whole world goes to shit on 2020, right? So everything just fucking just goes down. Everything's all fucked up. And you're like, okay, fuck, so I guess I'm stuck in this fucking job. And it was a good job. Love the people I work with. It was fucking great. Nothing wrong with the job per se, but it's just one of those things where the money was good. It was, I was able, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was good. It was just right there, right? I was comfortable, but that's the problem. I was too comfortable, right? I'm gonna be turning 36 this year. I finally got that job like 7 years ago. I think I was still in my 30s. I think I still had a girlfriend back then too, right? And I was working literally just 5 days, 24 hours a day, just all the fucking time. I had 2 days off, which those days were just for me to go to the bank, deposit my money, and pay bills, whatever I needed to do. And that was it. And then fucking, what I would do, at towards the end, I'm just like, fuck, I'm just gonna go fucking drink. Go do whatever. Just blow off some steam, right? It just got to a point where, it just got to a point where I'm sitting at the office. I'm like, dude, this is what you want to do. I couldn't see myself just doing this all. And some switch up happened. They're like, hey, we'll call you back. And then they actually called me back. It was 3 months after they told me they were gonna call me back, but they called me back. But then I started getting to the streaming thing. And I'm like, you know what? I think this is one of those things, those blessings from above, blessing in disguise, where it's like, yeah, I don't have a job right now. I'm fucking actually burning through my savings right now. Orlando didn't help. Vegas didn't help. But actually, Orlando, I already had those tickets. I already had that planned out. So that, thank God, I already had paid that off. And thank God Vegas wasn't, I didn't have to take a fucking plane trip. So, just drove. It was fine. It was manageable. So, thank God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. You know what I mean? But, it's just one of those things. It's like, do I want to go back there? Do I want to be comfortable and just sit there and just think of what could have been? Or do I want to go and take this to the nth degree and just see if it works out or not? And if it doesn't, then at least you tried. Call it a day. Maybe just do it on the side or whatever. Maybe if it works, fuck, dude. It's. But, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that story. But let's see, where was I going with that story? Hold on, where was I going with that story? I think we were talking about, we're talking about streaming and all that stuff. Okay, we're talking about the monetization thing and all that. Yeah, okay. So, you know what? At the end of the day, if you really want to fucking have this shit grow, you have to look at it like a fucking business, right? This is what I'm thinking, right? But the business is authenticity. It's authenticity and also whatever niche you're kind of getting into, whether it's gaming, the politics, or fucking YouTube poop. Doesn't really matter, right? That's what people want. We are in a business of authenticity here. All right? And if you're not authentic, then, you better have a backing of fucking Disney or fucking whatever. Because then, hell, I'm even happy that fucking I got you guys in here. April Drifter, Isaac, fucking Chris. April Drifter and Chris, you guys could be fucking anywhere else. You guys consistently come in to my streams, and I apologize. I feel bad. I apologize that I can't fucking do more. That I can't have a consistent thing where at least for you guys, it's like, okay, on this time and this day I will be going on. That way, you guys aren't like, oh, okay, I could do better. I could fucking do better. I need to do better. You know what I mean? So, let's see. April Drifter, I see that whenever I compliment you, you're thankful, but also that you feel awkward. Yeah. Can you tell? Fuck, man. Shit. Trust me, I'm not the kind of person who just tries too hard to be nice or friendly. Oh, yeah, no, I know. I don't know. I guess I never really got too many compliments growing up when I was a kid. Or it was always, you had to be this or that. You were either good or you weren't. So it's just when people kind of give me comment, kind of like, it's just, I'm like, I don't think I'm that good. I don't think, I could do better. Let's see. In other words, I don't write or say stuff I don't mean. Yeah, I feel you. I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying, I just, I got you. I got you, April Drift. I got you. And I appreciate that. Not to be getting into religious stuff, but how do you feel about having an American Pope for the first time, man? You know what? I don't even fucking know. I don't know. I don't even know, man. I know he's from Chicago. It's very interesting, to say the least. I don't have anything about it. I don't know. I was raised Catholic, and I have some issues with the Catholic Church. I have issues with a lot of churches. I think organized religion is not the same as being spiritual, as trusting in God and believing in Jesus and in God. I think any organized religion, for the most part, we're talking about the major ones, the stereotypical major, thing, because there are a lot of churches that are, that aren't big churches, and they do it right. They do it right, but then once you start getting into bigger, but I don't know, like, because here's the thing. My mom still goes to church religiously. She's part of a church group, and if you're talking about the micro environment of, let's say, Catholicism, for the most part, people they're all there because they believe in God. They're doing all that. But then once you start getting into the hierarchy of it, it's like it's just another. It's a corporation, And I don't know. The last pope we had, not good. He was definitely. Oh man, all the woke shit he started injecting in. I mean, look, whether you agree with homosexuality or not, and look, I'm from California, so I've had friends who are gay. Fucking whatever you go to raves, you meet different people, you meet all kinds of different people, right? That's not the issue. The issue is if you're talking about a religious institution, right? We're talking about millennia. We're talking about a lifetime of certain of things, of rule. I mean, we're talking about, homosexuality is forbidden in the Bible, okay? So for a pope to come and say that the Catholic Church is going to be more open, like, no, like, there's a difference between just outright fucking hating someone for whatever they are, and then trying to force that thing into a religion where that religion says it's not allowed. Right? That's why I can't even say I can't even really say I'm a good religious person, because I drink, I do stuff, and like I'm a sinner. I'm a fucking sinner. You know what I mean? But then, like, to fucking change the I don't know if dogma's the right word. I don't think dogma's right. Is dogma the right word? The basics of fucking what it says in the Bible. That's very oh my god. See, I'm just getting retarded day by day. Blasphemous. It's blasphemous. But I'm not sure. I mean, for the American, we'll have to see. And I guess, a long story short, we'll have to see. I don't know too much about this guy. I just learned about him a couple days ago. Pope Leo or something is his name, I believe. Out of Chicago. That's all I know. I don't know but I mean, if he's from Chicago, he could be woke, but I don't know. Catholics are pretty traditional people. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Isaac, I think you can make it happen, man. The algorithm is a bitch, though. Yeah, no, the algorithm is a bitch. You are right about that. I am Protestant, so I don't care about the Pope. He's, I don't give a fuck. Fair enough, Isaac. Fair enough. Let's see. April Drifter. Yep, Jesus didn't ride the best horses. He was riding an ass. He was riding an ass, and walking by foot. Poland is very Catholic, but I'm not pro-Vatican. The whole hierarchy, like you mentioned. Yeah. Hell, I never got confirmed. When I was younger. Because I was very rebellious during that time, and then you had the whole sex scandals that were going on in the church, and then I was at a time, at a time where I'm like, I'm rebelling, I don't want to fucking be here, blah blah, and I never got confirmed, and I was baptized as a child when I was a baby. I never got confirmed and all that, I had communion and all that shit, but I never fully did it, and I don't go to church anymore, so not that I don't believe in God and Jesus and all that, but I don't go to church anymore. Maybe I should. I don't know, just to I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Let's see. Info Drifter. So I consider myself a Christian, but not a Catholic. I always preface it when religion gets brought up. I always say I was raised Catholic, and then most people seem to understand what that means. You know what I mean? If you were raised Catholic, and like, you know, like if you're not like a full on Catholic, go to church and all that, if you tell people, oh, I was raised Catholic, and then, you know, and kind of, but this and that, and they're like, okay, I get where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Like I was raised religious, still have, you know, so little, the religion, I mean, God and the things I learned about through Christianity, to Catholicism, all that, it does help me with my moral compass for sure. Because I think if I didn't have that upbringing, and if I didn't have my parents as like how strict they were, I think I'd be a complete piece of shit, fucking in and out of prison. Fuck, could have joined a gang, maybe. I don't know. You know, I'm too pussy to fucking be like in a gang as far as fighting and stuff like that. But you know, I've been around some fucking with some bad crowds, and it could have easily gone that route. Easily could have ended up in prison for some fucking stupid ass bullshit. You know what I mean? So it helped. Definitely helped. I'll say that. Let's see, Isaac. Small Christian churches are good. I agree. Yes, mega churches and frauds who ruin stuff, but local small groups can be really genuine. Yes, that is true. That is very true. Let's see, Info Drifter, because we had Pope John Paul II. You know what? Pope John Paul, he was loved by many. He was loved by many. Almost got assassinated, I believe, too. He got shot, and he fucking survived. As far as my understanding goes, John Paul was actually a pretty decent pope. It's from my understanding. That's from my understanding. Let's see, Isaac. Well, we are all sinners, and Jesus came to save sinners. It's when we try to justify our sin that we have a huge problem. Yes. When we realize we are dirty and need Jesus, what we need the most. Yeah. Hey, but you know what? That's life, though. Life is suffering. You know, I was talking to this one girl at the bar, and somehow we started talking, and like somehow got talking about. I was like, well, you know, life is suffering. Like, you know, if like we are supposed to have these dilemmas in our hearts, right? Whether it's the physical medium of life, the hardships that are there, the physical stuff about making money and having to survive and this and that, but then also is the struggle inside of our souls, of our mind, of I don't know, it's so kind of cheesy, but like good versus bad. You know what I mean? There's like these two monsters in men, in mankind, always fighting each other, struggling between the moral grayness of life versus like, I mean, religion. Are we taught that? You know, but the thing is with the religion, a lot of the things, there's a reason why those, like the Ten Commandments. There's a reason why the Ten Commandments exists. All right, there's a fucking good reason. Like, as long as you follow those rules, you're pretty fucking good. You're pretty set. you know what I mean? But then also, we can't all follow it. Like, we fall from time to time. And then it's that struggle. But I think once we lose that struggle is when we become inhuman. Because it means you don't care. But it goes both ways, where you become nihilistic in life and you don't care. And you literally just destroy yourself as a human being, which we see that now in society. Is nihilism is the order of the day, and you can see how that's going. Like, you can see how that's going with a lot of people. Like, it's, you know, this consumerism, and just everyone's unhappy because we are seeking pleasures, and that's all we are seeking. But then also at the same time, the other side is just going full on psychopathic, not caring about your fellow man, and just being a complete fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? So we need to have that. We need to have that moral, that dilemma inside, always struggling between what's right and wrong, and then we have to figure out what's the best way to do that. And I think if we don't have that, we're not human. We're just machine. You know? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but let's see. Hateful Drifter, yo pops, a gang member with an eye patch and ninja. Dude, that'd be like total 80s gangs, like a John Carpenter's fucking like Escape from New York type of gangs, you know, the ones that are like, they got those flashy vests on, and they just look like they should be at a disco and not be gang members. That's what it would be like. Hateful Drifter, yeah. John Paul II was communicating with the SSR. Yeah, the SSR, the USSR. Okay, yeah, that's right. At least not sure about his political approach from his side. Let's see. Hateful Drifter. Yep, I agree. It's what they say. There are two wolves. Yes, two wolves that are in your soul, good and bad. Which one wins? That is the ultimate question, is it not? The one you feed. Don't remember who said it, but I think it's kind of true. Yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. Isaac, it is an internal battle of good and evil, and we are made in God's image. The devil wants us destroyed. It's not about acting perfect, just 100% faith in Jesus. That's it. He takes all the guilt away. Up. Yeah. But that's the thing is like, I know but that's the thing is that we always fall short, and that falling short is like, it gets to me, man. It gets to me because it's not just falling short with God and Jesus. You're ultimately falling short to yourself. You know what I mean? And I think I fuck. That's kind of a really bad way to say it, but that kind of like hurts me the most. You know. And I'm sorry if that sounds very like sacrilegious. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I don't, because I don't. I'm not trying to say like me compared to God. I'm not saying like he's lesser than. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying like it becomes a reflection. It becomes a reflection. You know what I mean of you. Oh, that makes sense, right? I don't fucking know, man. Let's see. Isaac, I don't mean to be preachy. I just think many of us share similar dilemmas, and Jesus is the only one who has helped me. That's it. I'm willing to discuss it at absolutely any time. Hey, please discuss away, man. Please. I think this is making great content, actually. So please, just let loose, man. I mean, hey, and you know what? That's what I respect about you, Isaac. That's what I respect about you. Is that you believe in what you believe in, and you're not afraid to let people know. And it's very hard to fucking find that. Hell, fucking, I have a hard time fucking doing that as well sometimes. Like especially when I'm like out and about. Like I really don't want to, don't want to say the wrong thing. You know what I mean? But if there's a discussion about religion, I'll always 110% will let people know that I do believe in God and Jesus. I do tell people. I try to make it a point to tell people that, because if I can't even do that, then how the fuck can I even say that like I'm a believer? You know what I mean? Like that's like the smallest thing I could fucking do. Yeah, but I won't go. I don't know. I'm not gonna go and preach or whatever. I mean, if that's what you do. That's what you do. I don't care. Like that's, you have the right to do it. I'm not the type of person to do that because I don't like getting preached at too. But I'm not gonna deny my beliefs. And if people ask me if I voted for Trump, yeah, I'll fucking tell them I'll vote for him. I would have voted for him 5 fucking times if I could have. I'll fucking tell them that shit. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Let's say as much Info Drifter, as much as I enjoyed the stream, gotta go. Thanks for the good time. See you next time. Yes, until next time, Isaac. Ooh, we got a shout out too there, Isaac. Hey, Info Drifter, thank you for coming in so much. I apologize. Didn't have a game going on, but I think we had such a great discussion. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming in. As always, Naval Drifter. As always, thank you so much, man. Let's see. Let's be honest. Being a person of faith isn't popular now. Yeah, you are right about that, Naval Drifter. You are right. And it's little things. It's the little things, man. You gotta do what you can. Do what you can. Let's see. Isaac. I have a bad habit of being too honest about my beliefs. I don't try to preach at people, but I can't lie if they ask, and people tend to get pissed. Sadly, that's another thing that pisses me off too. When people get pissed off because because you're not religious, and then B, because you are religious. I fucking hate that shit. And like, it hasn't happened too much, like, someone like giving people shit about like being religious, but if someone does, I'll be like, hey, like, take it easy, dude. That's just fucking religion. Like even if he's Muslim, even if he's like Buddhist, even if he's a fucking Satanist or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what they believe in. As long as they're not trying to fucking infringe on like what I believe in, then that's fine, And that's the thing too. That's not the fucking thing I hate. That you can't be like super honest with people about how what you feel. Especially if you want to have like a social life and shit like that, which it kind of sucks, but I don't know. But like, But you know that's what they say. You know, two things you never discuss in polite company is politics and religion. There's a reason. There's a fucking reason. You know, people have gotten killed talking about religion and talking about politics. So there's some truth to that. There is some truth to that. Man, I really wish I could have had a fucking game going on right now. I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, well, I don't know what I should do. I do want to get this fixed. Thinking if I should like end it, restart this thing, just see if it fucking works again. I don't know. Because at this fucking point, it's not even going to be like a stream. It's just going to be me trying to fucking like sussing out what's wrong with this. So I guess, I mean, fuck, I mean, I've gone for about 3 hours right now too. So that's pretty amazing. I was supposed to be playing a game, and somehow I was able to speak for about 2 hours and 40 minutes about just whatever, which is insane. Which I actually have to thank you guys, because you guys are asking me all kinds of questions, bringing up topics, and that is I'm like riffing, and it's fucking great. It's just like I'm hanging out with you guys in real life. Like, you know, I wish I could just kind of have my stream like that. Just have people come in, just like shoot the shit. But I don't know. Like, I don't think like that really works. Especially if people start, you know, saying some stupid shit too. But you know, I don't know, man. This thing is this whole timeline is very, very just surreal for me right now. I don't know how I ended up here, to be honest with you. I never would have thought I'd be doing something like this, to be quite frank. I don't know. I always ask myself every time I wake up in the morning, what the fuck am I doing? What are you doing, buddy? Let's see. Isaac, I do need to hit the bed. I will hit you up sometime for a stream, man. Hell yeah. Let me know. Good combos tonight. Honestly, I'll be praying for you, bro. We were all in it together. Hey, Isaac, thank you so much, man. You know what? I appreciate that. I do. Yes. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And I'll be praying. And not that, I mean, I know it sounds bad. I'll be praying for you too. But I mean it as in like, yeah, I mean, but like, Isaac, you know how much that means to me? Yeah, it's just, I am who I am. This is me. So, but dude, thank you. I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. But have a good night, Isaac. Thank you for coming in. I know I just it's supposed to be a gaming stream, but I really did have a good time discussing, talking, all that shit, shooting the shit. So thank you so much. And yeah, let me know about that stream. Hit me up. You know how to get a hold of me, and we'll get that done. So hell yeah, let me know. All right. I mean, fuck. I think, you know what? If that's the case, I may just end this, and if anyone's interested, I will come back online, because I'm going to close this stream and reset stream OBS Streamlabs, and hopefully I'm going to see if that works. I'm going to try to get this gaming thing, because I don't know why it's not fucking working. But let's see. Isaac, understand and appreciate you, bro. Have a good. Hey, thank you. Hey, yeah, have a good one. Have a good one, Isaac. Have a good night, and I will see you when I see you, brother. Let's see. Okay, I think that's what I'll do. Let me. Oh man, a lot of cloud. What? Yeah. All right. See, because wasn't there? All right, fuck it, whatever. Okay, you know what? I'm going to end this right now. If anyone's even still in here, I'm going to come back on a little bit. It's not going to be like a stream. I'm just going to just check and see if resetting this will work. If you want to hop in. If not, it's all good. But thank you all for coming in on this. Well, it started off as a disaster, but actually enjoyable stream. So I'm gonna chalk this up as one in the books. I think a little improvisation worked well. Hell yeah. But let me do a little shout outs real quick. Isaac, shout out. If I can thank you for coming in. Aimful Drifter, shout out as always. Always with the great questions and the conversations. As with you, Isaac, as well. As with you, Isaac. Chris Sue. Shout out, Chris. Thanks for coming in, man. Thank you. Let's see. I hope Hope things go out a little bit. Things go a little bit better for you out in Japan over there, man. I know it's kind of tough. Asians are, I know, kind of, but I don't know, man. Fucking, I'll be praying. I'll be praying for you. I'll be praying for everybody. I'll be hoping for the best for everybody. But thank you for coming in. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. You guys could be anywhere else, but you are here with me, even on this stream where nothing worked the way it's supposed to. So thank you guys so much. Thank you all for coming in. And I will be back on in just a second. But this will probably be the last one. All right. Peace out. Peace out. Later, guys. Have a good night. If I see you in the other one, well, I will see you then. Peace.